What's good, people? What's good? Let's get the likes up. My boy, see you later is in the building. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Please get the likes up. See you later is in the building. Who else in the building? We got 7 people on here. Let's get the likes up. My boy Sincere is in the building. Perspective Gaming is in the building. Let's get the likes up. Perspective Gaming. Crazy game. See you later, said the Warriors. Better get the job done Thursday. What's good, folks? What's good? He said he's smoking on that Lucky Charm. Boston done meltdown on Thursday. He said he's smoking on that Lucky Charm. I like that. My boy Darryl Pitts. I like that. He said he's smoking on that Lucky Charm. Boston. Yeah, they better close it out, man. They better close it out. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Marcus Smart been consistent though. Tatum had 27. Wiggins might steal an MVP. Yeah, Wiggins stepped it up, man. Wiggins. See, the thing is, Wiggins had the good game, and Steph had a so like let down. But Wiggins was playing Tatum. See, that's the key. And Warriors got production off their bench. Gary Payton had 15 points. Jordan Poole played 14 minutes and had 14 points.
The commissioner of the N.B.A is not here. What can you tell us? Yeah, Greeny Adams.
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly. And he rebounded. You right, Dow. Right now, you still gotta say Steph, but Wiggins, man, Wiggins is close. Cause like I said, him doing that to Tatum, Wiggins is balling. Clay had a good game too. Clay had a good game too. And the thing is, Wiggins, he shot 50%, but he ain't go crazy. Tatum shot 50%, but he ain't go crazy. Ain't guarding Tatum, exactly, Dow. He been playing excellent in his role. George, you 100% right about that. He been playing excellent in his role. Gregory Brown, yes. Wiggins is balling, man. He won that game from the night. Golden State got that. But see what I do like? Let me tell you what I do like about this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I like about this. Number one, Tatum had a good game. So that's a good thing. He had 27 points and he shot 50%. That's a good thing. Jaylen Brown, he ain't have all out the game, but 18. Jaylen Brown's not like a guy who, like, you know what I mean? But another good thing I like, Marcus Smart had 20. This is really not Marcus Smart. He had 20. So now he playing over his head, and he due for a letdown. He due for it because he been playing good. And yeah, Robert Williams had 10. He played his regular stuff. Al Horford 9 and 9. That's about what he gonna do. They bench ain't really do nothing. But Steph struggled. Draymond's crazy. He had 8 and 6. He said Tatum's disappointed. Yeah, he missed. Yeah, Tatum. Yeah, you're right, D. John. You're right. And see, that's the thing. That's what I was telling guys earlier when I said that he when they said Boston undefeated at the loss, I said only way that continue if they win a championship. They pretty much have to win a championship to continue that. You know what I mean? I dropped the link for guys. Anybody want to come talk, man? But Boston, I give Boston a lot of credit, man. Them guys, man, they fighters. Boston some fighters, man. Them guys fight, man. He said, "Bet not wear his sleeve again." Yeah, they blew game one, but I knew it was going to be hard for them to lose again at home. Like a game, if they would have lost tonight, it would have been over on the strength of you can't keep losing games like this. You can't. I know a lot of people can't wait for the off season. A lot of people can't. Yeah, yeah. Porter struggle. Porter struggle. See, I like what LeBron. I ain't mean to switch the subject, but I like what LeBron did today. LeBron is smart. Y'all seen what LeBron did today? LeBron posted a picture, even though it don't shock me because LeBron always in shape. But it's an indirect shot at Anthony Davis, showing him, man, you gotta get your shit together. LeBron is smart because the Anthony Davis come on say, "Oh, I work out." Yeah, he's showing. Even though everybody know LeBron, it's not shocking. But what LeBron did, he said he showed the type of shape he in. So he basically knowing that tomorrow, when all the talk shows, they're gonna talk about it and they're gonna make AD look bad. How you gonna talk about you ain't pick up a ball in 2 months? I ain't mean to switch the subject. It is about the NBA finals. But I just want to throw that out there. Look, that was smart with LeBron. But if I'm LeBron, I would say something about Anthony Davis, man. Like sometimes sometimes you have to really get on them out. You know what I'm saying? And look at Anthony Davis don't have no muscle tone all these years. I could start working out in 2 weeks. Y'all will see a difference in my. If I go hard in the gym for 2 weeks, y'all will see a different. Um, my body be different in 2 weeks if I go hard on the gym 4 times a week. So eight. If I do 8 consecutive workouts, yeah, they gave Russ the key. Yeah, they gave Russ the key to the city, OKC. I dropped the link if anybody want to come in. Earlier, y'all said, y'all know at this time of night, I'll be tired. So I really dropped the link for guys to, y'all want to come talk. Say 26, what up? I really dropped the link because y'all know this my my time, but I be out. Hey yo, he said he need to put AD on that Aaron prison. That's why I said these players today don't have that type of mentality. Like you supposed to want it. On the strength, Giannis is working. You like everybody has their nemesis. Everybody. Everybody have somebody that gets you going in the NBA. It always been like LeBron and Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? AD and Giannis. A B and Jokic. Um a B and Jokic. Who else is like Chris Paul and I get always everybody always have that one guy that they might be like it always used to be back in days Chris Paul and Darren Williams. What up, Eric?
What's up with you?
Hey, shit. What you think about the game?
Um, I mean, Boston is. I mean, I'm not even gonna start with Boston, but I mean, the thing is that I think it's starting to show that Boston is a flawed team because you had so many draft picks over the years, and you can't even put a decent roster around Tatum and Brown.
Nah, they did. How they didn't put a decent roster around them? They got a decent roster. You said I disagree with you, Eric. Cause you said a decent roster. They wouldn't
They
make it
didn't
to
put
the.
it. They didn't put a decent roster around Brown and Tatum.
You said they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they did.
Wow. How they wouldn't be in the finals? They wouldn't be in the finals. Yeah, I can't say they ain't decent. Right? Think about it. You said all them draft picks, right? So look at their
Mm-hmm.
draft picks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they draft Tatum and Brown as good draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
After that, them guys been going to the playoffs, and they ain't really have no like lotteries after that. Really, Robert Williams still there. You have Marcus Smart. Uh, they drafted Grant Williams. It's not like they drafted a guy and he bust out. And I think
Okay, so you're telling me that you would still do the Gordon Hayward and the Kemba Walker and the Al Horford deals around this team?
no, but you said draft picks.
Yeah, it did say draft picks.
Oh, hold up, they signed Kimber Walker. They had
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with draft picks, right? They had
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie. They gave up
Mm-hmm.
a pick. They gave up a pick
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up
Mm-hmm.
a pick for Isaiah Thomas for the pick for Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie leaves. They,
Mm-hmm.
they get they get Kimber Walker, right?
Yep. Right.
Kimber Walker ain't really work out.
No.
They traded back for Al Horford, which turned out to be big for them, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then they get um they got Gordon Hayward, the free agent,
Right.
the guys from their rookie deals.
Mm-hmm.
So Gordon Hayward ain't work out because he got hurt.
Right.
I think I don't have an issue with their draft. I think more their free agent thing didn't work out. From within, appreciate the donation, bro. Appreciate it. He said maybe Russ can stay in OKC.
I mean, they already took Jermichael Green's contract, right? So they only have 20 million left to lose.
Yes,
27 million left to
that's what I
use.
was trying to explain to you guys yesterday when I was saying that they had to spend the money by
Mm-hmm.
the end of June. June 30th is
Mm-hmm.
the deadline, or going to somehow affect their cap space in 23. It's weird how that works, but that's what I was trying to explain yesterday when I was saying that they were talking about getting when they was talking about getting Tobias Harris for Derek Favors. He said they missed on Simeone J. Yeah, they did. I'm not saying
Yeah,
they.
that's that. Yeah, that's what I said about Danny Ainge earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, but them guys was late picks. I think
I mean,
misses. To be honest, why I consider misses when you miss out early. When you miss out and a guy that's 26, you know, I
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah. But even if you have all those draft picks, you didn't have to use them all. You could have swapped and got cash, or what if I don't know? I mean, they
uh,
could have traded those picks for future draft picks. I mean, they could have done a whole bunch of other things. They didn't have to take every single pick and just use it.
yeah. A lot of the picks they used it. How I feel about getting Gordon Hayward, I don't want nothing to do with Gordon
No,
Hayward. I don't want nothing to do with Gordon
no,
Hayward.
I don't want going Hayward. Not at this point.
The Lakers need. athletic thoroughbreds, hungry guys. Because
Mhm.
Gordon Hayward's them, they're not gonna die on the floor
Yep.
to get a win. They're not. They too nonchalant for me. I like dogs. I always did. Because I know it matters when the shot not going in. When you got that's why the Clippers was all that's why the Clippers always dangerous. People might don't like the Clippers. I don't like the Clippers, but the Clippers always been dangerous because they play hard and them guys have heart and they gonna fight all the way to the end. If they
Yep.
stop not falling, and
Mhm.
sometimes it brought them back into a lot of games they came. I think they had the most comeback wins in the NBA.
Mhm. Mhm.
That wins you game, even a fight.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you're a boxer, if you're boxing, you getting your ass whipped, and you got heart, you may get somebody with a wild one and end up
Mhm.
knocking a guy out. He said, "What you think about TAT for Josh Richardson?"
No, I'm not doing that.
I want a guy. If I take TNT, I want it to be a guy like a. That's why I like Christian Wood, a guy that's gonna go play like way over, and you be like, damn, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, a potential all star, basically.
Yeah,
Hmm.
a guy who got that type of skill set that gonna get you some games. You are gonna be like, damn, he's good. Josh
Hmm.
Richardson is just basic. He
He's a
gonna
role
get
player.
you the 14. He may get you 14 some nights. He gonna get you 8 and some nights. He may get you 17. He just gonna be just playing. He may get good.
He's a
He
role
may
player.
fit. He might fit. I think he may fit better. I do believe that. I think he may fit better. But
Hmm.
you want somebody that's you're gonna be like, damn, because you
Hmm.
don't want what you don't want. Let's the worst thing could happen. Let's say Lakers get like a Josh Richardson or someone just a placeholder type of guy,
Hmm.
and he play. Unless God forbid the Lakers don't win a championship, and
Yeah.
then he just like just a guy now, and then you
Hmm.
see THT in a top 3 for most improved player, and then
Yep.
he just trending upwards. Then that trade looks like, oh man. See the kids when you get guys like Josh, if you trade for a guy that you going strictly with fit and you don't win, it can come back.
You're not gonna trade for guys to set you back.
I like Victor Oladipo though. I like that. I like that. I like TJ Warren. I like both of them guys. I like both of them. And see, that's the thing. The Lakers, what they could do, they can say, hey, if Malik Monk get paid early and he get paid early, they can say, look, Malik Monk came to us and he got a title.
Yep.
I mean, not a title. He got a good contract.
Yep.
So that right there can help the Lakers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Tatum and Brown, they really messed up this game.
Yeah, Bonner, you right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anybody want to come in? I dropping the link, man.
I
I
mean,
want to hear y'all thoughts.
outside of Tatum and Brown, I mean, maybe Smart, but I mean, Smart is.
But Smart is playing like if you look at it, this is not Smart normally like a 12 points a game type of guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I thought he
He's
was.
been consistent, man. He averaging like 20 points. What up, Bonner? Long time.
What's going on? What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
It's good.
I,
What you think about
I
the
mean,
game?
shit. Fourth quarter was terrible, man.
You said what, brother?
I said, what
I
you think
said
about
fourth
the
quarter
game?
was terrible.
Wiggins played like an all-star.
Yep.
Great two-way performance. Great
Great,
two-way performance.
great.
Um, Curry, he was off tonight, but I think he'll bounce back next game. He was off. Actually, the team, they owed him one, at least one.
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So yeah, Draymond, he was a little better. Uh, Shout out to Gary Payton Jr. and Jordan Poole off the bench.
That's what I said. They was
Huge.
crucial.
And then another thing people want to talk about is Gary Payton. He also had 3 steals, crucial ones.
Mhm.
Yep.
So yeah, they played okay, but Wiggins, he definitely shined great. Just his defense on Tatum, it ain't gonna get no respect, but it's good, man. He's putting pressure on Tatum. His his field goal percentage is down. I think it's in the 30s this entire series. So
Yeah, that's
you know what else? You know what? We gave this man a lot of praise. We got to give him a little blame. Udoka, he's being outcoached
yeah, yeah.
and honestly outclassed.
Hmm.
What mistake you point out from Idoka?
Just getting that early on foul, not adjusting when excuse me, when the Warriors were going on little runs and stuff like that. The Celtics overall, just the turnovers, the rush shots, no ball movement, and when and look at the free throws, terrible from the free throw line.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this why I said this game, this series, I think it'll go 6 or 7, but I also got Warriors coming out, and like on that video you posted a few, I think last week, they got more firepower than any other team they played in the previous rounds.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
And see the thing is, what I like that, like you said, Steph had a bad game. I don't think he'll shoot bad again. And they still
You
won.
should have
Yeah,
won this one. This was yours for the
yeah,
taking.
yeah. Hmm.
You
Yep,
win this game.
yep.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, Jalen Brown, you've been bad, man. I expect more from him. I have a high esteem for him when it comes to his play, and he's kind of been he's been bad the last 2 games,
He
but
did.
but Jason Tatum, you all NBA.
And you know what I think happens a lot, and it happens every time. Same thing happened last year. Remember um, they were saying right after when they went to the finals, Devin Booker, oh he the next Kobe Bryant, oh they were pumping Devin Booker crazy.
Yep.
He
All
got to
these
the finals,
comparisons. All these
and you saw what happened.
comparisons.
The same thing
Yep,
with Tatum. Oh,
yep.
he a club superstar. He a club superstar.
All these comparisons really messed up their
The,
whole.
and people just want to rush and say he's a superstar. Like I said, he's on the outskirts of becoming a superstar, but you can't do this. Look at what he's done. Look at he's about to he's about to have the record for turnovers in finals history.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How many? How many turnovers he got to get to have the record?
I'm not sure. I
Jeez.
gotta look at the number. I'm not sure,
He
but
close to it too.
yeah. You said what, Kareem?
He close to it.
I think he got 1 or 2 more to go, and he'll have it.
1 or 2 more turnovers.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna get that turnovers. Yeah, because he's
Where does
going to.
play
I'm
break?
pretty sure
What
he's
you
going to be
watch?
aggressive. If he's going to be aggressive, that's automatically,
Yeah, Jalen Brown. He's inconsistent. You know another person that I want to talk about? Marcus Smart. He's so unpredictable.
he is.
He's a head scratcher because on one
Yeah.
hand he'll hit good shots and he'll get good stops and you'll be like, man, that's a good play. Then on the other hand, he makes dumb plays,
You're right.
costly
That's
mistakes. It's That's who he is, and it's like, what do you do with a player like that? Yes, he's defensive player of the year. No one's
that.
taking that from him, but man, come on.
That's why he's not a. That's why
You're
there's
right.
no real. That's why there's no real point guard in that team. Everyone's just secondary playmakers.
You 100% right about that, Bonner. You 100% right about that, man. You're right.
Wow. Wiggins, man, I hope people give him his respect after this series.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He been solid this whole year though. Like, even in the regular season, he made
He
his
kind
way.
of fell off after the All-Star break a little bit, but he's making up for it right now.
Yeah, and the time. That's what I said. And the thing what I like about him. Remember we talked about it earlier, Bonner, about how these big contracts not stepping up.
Yep.
He
Hmm.
wants it. He really wants it. Cause this gonna erase all that him soft. Cause he had a reputation of being soft.
Mm.
If
Mhm.
he win, it's gonna erase everything.
Yep.
Anybody want to jump in? Jump in. Who else in the building?
Well,
I ain't say Taekwondo.
well,
What up?
well, you
Bell
can't call
Pitts
my
was good.
well, you
Loyalty.
can't
What
call
up?
my pussy
Loyalty.
this way.
W. What up? Raw
You can't.
Blog News was good.
You know what? If I'm being honest, when I saw the first half that Wiggins had, I was like, I wonder is this going to be like a Tobias Harris game? And this is what I mean by that.
I
He's
know
a
what you
player
mean, but
who's
go ahead.
infamous. You said what?
I know what you mean, but go ahead.
Yeah, he's infamous for going off at any part of the game, and then he goes ice cold.
Yo,
Just you
Tobias
don't hear from
Harris.
him.
I tell people that all the time. He's the You look at his stat, you be like, well, at least he did. Yo, Tobias Harris will get you 14 points in the first half, easy. And then he
Second
get
half,
you
you can't find him.
4 points the rest of the game. He had 18
Hmm.
points, and you think that he did, but then he just disappears.
Yeah, and I thought that's what Wiggins was gonna have, but he kept going on and going, and he got confident. You saw him get more confident as the game continued on as well. So yeah,
Exactly. You
but
100% right about that. He definitely got more confidence.
What up,
yeah, but
guys?
I'm
What up,
disappointed in
Lloyd?
Jalen Brown.
What up, fellas?
What's
You
going
just
on?
got on, Kareem?
Yeah, I had on 27 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
What you think
What
about the
up,
game?
man? I miss y'all dudes,
Uh,
man. How y'all been?
yeah, everybody good. We miss you too,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I pop in the
I get.
IG chat every now. It's AAU Kareem every week, and that shit is rigorous, man.
Yeah, it
This
is.
is real. We got Rumble in the Bronx. I'm happy this shit winding down. This is my
Wait,
first year coaching, though. I've been around it,
wait. So how many
stuff
games a
like
week?
that, but coaching is different, man. These kids, they just
Wait, how
Yeah,
many games you
somebody
play
who
a week?
understand basketball is hard to coach these new kids, bro. They think just
it
taking
is
bad
hard.
shots. They like Boston out there, bro. It remind me of Boston. Like they don't understand
The
important
fundamentals.
possessions. Like
The
like you think you could
fundamentals.
just y'all need a two and you just take 6 threes back to back to
Yep.
back, and it's like it's not gonna mean nothing. Like y'all don't understand the moment. Like it's crazy, bro.
Stick to what got you here:
Yeah.
Yep.
attacking, drawing fouls.
But
That's what
bro, I
got you there.
understand it.
Not
Like
having a three
Tatum
point
and Jalen,
contest.
they young, so that I'm telling, that's the new way, bro. Like yo,
But
it's weird.
Vanna, you used to coach?
You said what?
Did you used to coach?
Nah, I never coached.
You break down the game good though. I like how you break down the game.
For sure.
Gratitude, bro.
I mean, you break down like you did, even like writing for like summary and stuff like that. Like you
Yeah,
really
it's like
teach
these
that.
kids, Kareem, no matter how, like, you can't tell them nothing. They think their talent is just always gonna like be the end or do all. Like, I'm good, that's gonna just be enough. Like, nah,
Nah,
Mm.
that ain't enough.
it's
Like,
not
you
the
feel me?
talent. No,
Like,
Pe- People mistake habit for hard work. That's the thing.
yeah,
They do something and it becomes a habit, and they think okay, but no, it's people really out here who peak at another level
for
because they
sure.
go extra hard.
Yup,
And I don't know, man. Boston, but this is why I knew Boston was going to win the championship because in previous rounds they made a lot of costly plays that the other team would not capitalize off of.
exactly. Golden State, you can't do that versus them.
Their experience,
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
championship team.
well,
Hmm.
for sure. Identity always suffice. And it's like they was doing this like cross matchup set, like what the way they took the lead in the third, like getting Steph like in the pick and roll every time and just getting easy buckets. They went away from that all fourth. I'm
Always.
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
hell? Like they can't handle Golden State responding. That's like, and I
Hey,
think that's what made the Cavs good when they played them. Like LeBron and they'll always respond. If you can't handle that, you done.
See,
Done
see
hey,
what
for.
you,
hey,
what you said,
and I
Roy
got a
T, make a
question.
lot of sense.
And
Yeah.
I got a question for loyalty then everybody else. Where does Udoka come into play with that?
I think he doing the best he could. I think at some point the play they got it. This like I had coaches tell me like I can't play the game for you, bro. Like
Mm.
you could get him there, but like again, like what I used to say to the Lakers during the season, how do you account for 10 missed free throws and 18 turnovers?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Yep.
it's like you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I
Mm.
think Udoka doing a good job. Like he put in a position to win. It's just, they beating themselves at this point. Like,
Yeah. The little things.
yeah, it'd
The
be
little
winnable
things.
games. Like
Hmm.
it was, it was these games are so winnable. It's ridiculous. Like you hold Curry to what he had. Like he had like
He was 7
14 or
for
16 going
23.
into the fourth, and then you still like, come on.
And he didn't make any 3 points. You had a chance to win. So
Like,
And another thing, and people may not like this, and I get it, man. The story behind it is just it's inspiring, it's motivating. But Klay Thompson, he's been like Danny
yeah,
Greenish
I want
almost.
it for
This
Clay.
yeah.
I want this for Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he been solid enough. Like
Yeah.
today he plays solid. Like he been playing solid the last
Like
four,
tonight,
four
he won them.
games.
Him and Wiggins, they won that game. He hit a lot of big three
Hmm.
A
when
lot.
Curry wasn't hitting and Curry was out. That was a pivotal part of the game. Clay
y'all think
started
he'll
hitting
go
them
off next
threes.
game?
Them three big threes is big, bro.
Hmm.
You're right.
Because that's when Boston was making a run. Boston went up 5-6 in the third. They changed the momentum, came up, and then they started answering back. Clay hit them three like them is big. Then Poole started hitting. Then
Yeah.
Golden State is like this. They could miss 20. They see one of them go in from any role player. It's over.
Yeah,
Everybody feel like they get hit again.
you're right.
It's scary, bro.
Hmm.
And see, the key is what Bonner said, and you finished it. What Bonner said that the difference when they's playing other teams, they's making mistakes.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Warriors, they capitalizing on the mistakes, and Boston don't know what to do when they do that. It's like, oh
Exactly.
my God, what happened?
Yeah. Bro, I done seen LeBron get 51. I done seen LeBron, Kyrie. I done seen them go for 40. Even them games they both went for 41. Those are
Yeah.
still tough games to close Golden State out. So they already seen the best you could throw at them. So you got to throw something. They never like, you feel what I'm saying? We done seen
Hmm.
Curry struggle and they still win. Remember, none of
Yep.
these finals he really got MVP. So like, it's like, bro, they done seen all emotions like from 1 through 11. It's next man up. Like,
Mm.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, I done seen games where Curry wasn't hitting and Barbosa come off the bench, get 13 quick. Like, bro, it's too much, bro.
Or
It's too
Livingston.
much.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think the Warriors? I mean, we know the Warriors gonna taste blood and smell blood because they gonna want to just end it because they ain't gonna
Mhm.
take no chance and they want it. They want
Curry
that.
closing them
They
niggas
want
out.
that MVP. Do you think that stage Boston gonna be tight coming into that elimination game?
I think it's
I
gonna be a
just
good
think,
game, but the
yeah,
Warriors are gonna win at the end.
yeah. Even if they don't come tight, I think the fact that Curry ain't gonna have 2 bad games like that.
Is my mic clear? Just making sure. Or
Curry
no?
about to come out and try to close them out, bro. Seize the
Mhm.
moment.
Yep.
I had the Warriors winning day one of the season.
You know the crazy part about this series is it just changes so much from game to game.
For
That's
sure.
why
That's
I'm
the whole
saying that.
playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
big.
Even though Warriors won the last 2 games back to back,
Yeah.
Celtics they liable to come out and win this game.
They
That's why
might
I'm
blow
just
them out like on
yeah.
some
That's what
Boston's
I'm
gonna win
saying.
non-watchable game. Like it was
in
weird.
six.
The whole
You,
Miami series was like that.
Now I
look at
agree with Bonner is liable to
yeah.
win.
Because then you'll have Al Horford. He might hit 7 threes next game.
Yeah,
Pritchard might actually come in and give you 4 or 5
for
threes. I
sure.
mean, just anything. You know how it goes. So
Cause Bonner, like as crazy as it sounds, like Boston is getting the opportunities. It ain't like
just
nobody doing nothing definitive to be like, oh, they're stopping them because it is. Like even on
they're
Jason
beating
Tatum drives,
themselves.
it's like, bro, why you going up so weak? They don't have a shot blocking 9 times out of
Yeah.
10 of the game. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Like this
loyalty,
shit
can
is
you hear me?
open season. Right?
Loyalty, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I clear? Okay. There's no static, is it?
Yeah, you've been clear. Yeah.
Okay. How's it going? How's it going? Long time no see. Well, basically, and I hate the Tatum and Kobe comparisons. Nobody can replicate Kobe. I mean, it's just you either
Yo,
have
I
it
wish I could
instinctual.
hold on, but not to cut you off, Tank. I
Uh,
just posted that on Facebook. I said
uh,
last year Devin Booker was saying he was Kobe. We seen happen.
Kareem
Now
just
Tatum
said
saying
that.
he
Who
Kobe. We
was
seen how
comparing
let
that?
Kobe
Who's
be
comparing?
like
Who's
Kobe's a one
comparing
on
themselves to
one. Be
Kobe?
yourself. I
the
just
entire
posted that
media
like
is
2 minutes
comparing
ago on
for
Yeah,
Facebook.
the
Kobe.
league was NFL Sports
I feel like
Reaction.
the media was doing it to Booker though, but with Tatum,
But
Tatum
Yeah,
was doing
but
it to
Tatum
himself.
wore
Tatum
a
has
Kobe
it in his
uniform in
mindset
practice.
too. Exactly, wearing the
You
Kobe
heard
uniform,
what I
Kobe
mean?
band.
Tatum, yeah,
Yeah, bro.
He
I
with
subliminally,
understand
Booker,
paying
the media
homage,
did
but
that.
huh?
but
The media did that with
but
Booker. They
he
made the
accentuated.
narrative.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
But Tatum made the narrative himself by wearing Kobe shirt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Trying to
just
dress like
saying.
him, showing text messages. But you get what I mean, though,
Just
right?
go play, man. Stop all the antics. Go
Exactly.
play. Go get a game.
Yeah, me too. I'm not with all that either. I like
He's
get
just
Come
your
too
game
on,
erratic.
on.
man.
He's too
What's
erratic.
going on?
Isaiah Thomas and Brendan Hayward had an argument about that on one of the post games after the finals. And he was talking to Brendan Hayward like how locked in you have to be in the NBA finals. And he was talking about his experiences playing in Boston, like the littlest thing. But he was talking about like how Draymond was like, not locked in and not focused. But he was just talking about little stuff like and it was
Well,
deep being
a
a
lot
player
of
who played like that, in that environment. So I
look at his
fuck with that, man.
podcast. His
Yeah.
podcast is a big part of the reason. But like back to Tatum, man, Tatum is not a superstar. I was trying to make the case for him, but when you saw how erratic he was in the Milwaukee series, you saw what he did against the Heat. You saw he went 3 for 17 the first game.
I
You
can't
saw he had,
agree
I
with
think,
that, bro.
8-20.
I can't agree
We,
with
we
that.
could. Oh, wait. About what? What do you disagree
He's
about?
not a super, bro. He
He's
beat
not a
he beat
superstar.
Giannis
Let me
and
tell
he
you one
beat
thing.
I,
Durant, bro.
I
But let me
think
tell you
he's
one
a
thing.
superstar, bro. He
I'll
just
make my case for it.
arrogant.
He
I'll
just
make my
had a
case
bad
for it.
final. He got to get over that hump. It
I'll make my
happens,
case
bro.
for it though. Okay,
He
okay.
under
I'll make my case for it.
24. First
He's
team All
24.
NBA. He not a superstar.
I'll make my case though. A superstar is a person that incessantly and elevates their game as the moment gets higher and higher consistently. I say, he's a budding superstar,
Oh,
but
for
he's not
sure.
there
He
yet. He's
shrunk
a
in the
budding.
finals.
He's almost a superstar. Hold on. To be declared a superstar, I think the term is thrown around too loosely. You don't have many superstars in this league unequivocally. Listen, when you have the horrible efficiency nights he's had in Game One versus the Heat, then you have a good game, then you got a bad game, you see some, and then you go 3 of
Inconsistent.
17. And that's not a superstar.
Inconsistent.
I
That's
agree
why
with
we have
Tank.
this
Nah,
thing.
he
That's
came
why,
up in big moments versus the
but
Nets and
but
Milwaukee
that's
though.
the
He had
first and
big
second
games.
round though. What was he doing consistently in the third round in this
Yeah,
in this series? He
he
just
was
admitted that
consistent.
he.
He was the definitive player, putting him over the top
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying with
but
the Heat
we
through the
saying you
whole
gotta be
in
playoffs.
this
consistent.
series.
He haven't
But
played 3 good games straight.
one
It's
other
a
thing
lot
too.
of
Can I say this? I don't like definitively who like if you just start watching the
But
games.
the games you saying he hasn't played good straight, Kareem, they was doubling, tripling, or playing off, and he was making that extra pass. Therefore, Grant Williams had 7-3. Like he was the hockey assist is dangerous, bro.
There was 2 other games too in that series though. That's what I'm
It's
saying though.
just
Two other,
these games right here. It looks bad when he's playing bad. Like he still had 26, but if the others are hitting tonight, they win the game and he looks good.
yeah, 27. Yeah, but my only thing is
I'm
this though.
telling you, that's the only
Yeah,
difference.
no, that's fine. But I'm saying,
White,
I,
Horford, and and
yeah,
and Marcus Smart. Them are the three. If they hit them wide open
mhm.
shots, they're getting the looks. They not hitting.
But let's be
He's
honest
not
too.
a
On the
definitive
other hand,
superstar right now.
on the other hand, we all saw the game. He was airballing shots in the fourth quarter,
No,
and
for
he
Turn
sure,
missed.
too
He
for
was
many
sure,
missing
too
free
many
for
throws.
turnovers.
sure,
He was
for
missing a
sure,
lot of free throws.
But my only
And if
thing is
for
we're
this.
sure.
go ahead,
Go ahead,
my
go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll go after
no,
you.
I was just gonna say yes. Tatum, he's been the Celtics' best player throughout the playoffs, but before the last game, this game,
this
I would
series,
say that
Jaylen
this
Brown
series
has been
Brown was
Thank
in the
you.
finals
MVP.
for sure.
That's a good point, and I was ready to say that because you can't definitively just tell me, listen, your superstar on your team is a guy that you can definitively say that he's probably the lead dog of the pack. When I watch a lot of these playoff games, I can't definitively just tell you that Tatum is without a doubt the lead dog most nights because you got Brown that's there. You got occasional Marcus Smart who had 24 multiple times against the Heat. He had a couple of games where he had 20
How
plus
old
points.
is Tatum, Texas?
23,
Okay,
24.
he's 24. He's 24.
No, but
Okay,
I'm
but hold
saying
on,
like I know you
my
broke me down with Harden, but Harden
but
never been this far
that's
as a
fine though.
leader of a team in the finals, and we call him a superstar.
Well, I don't call him a superstar anymore. No, sir. Not in the current
He's
form.
been
No,
in
he's
the
not.
conference finals.
But
I mean,
okay,
3
yeah.
of the 5 years he been in the
But what I'm
league.
saying is, okay,
But
what I'm
Harden
saying
was an MVP too, though,
exactly
of the league
2017 was it?
MVP.
2017. But my only thing is, hold on, loyalty. You can't prop the dude up, and then when we criticize him, they'll bring up his young age all of a sudden. Which one is
Nah,
it?
I'm not saying because he's young. I'm talking about what young guys we've seen in the history reach this like
No,
pinnacle. What leading the team? Like which one?
is he really leading Boston over like the finish, like you say he is? I
Bro,
don't know
he's
if
the
he is.
number one. He led them through the playoffs. Who is?
I also saw Brown and the supporting cast have a heavy hand in that too, though, bro. That's all
Brown
I'm
gets
saying.
a lot of his points off of Tatum, though. That's what you don't understand.
I do understand
Wow, I
that,
don't
but
know
then
about that one
I
because
don't know about
he's
that
good
actually.
I'm
at
Because
telling you.
Brown has
he's
stepped up
good
when
at
he had
taking
bad nights.
people
I
off
don't know
the
about that.
he's good at taking people off the dribble and
Yo,
creating
bro,
his
every
own
time
shot. He's great
if you
at
watch
that.
the games, Bonner, they've been trying to get the cross matchup with Curry on Tatum. Every time he beat Curry, it's 2 or 3 guys stepping up every time. So it's somebody's open.
But what about
Tatum's been
that?
passing it more than
Can
usual.
I
They
ask you a
not
question?
letting them beat them.
But
Hold
what
on.
about that second game with when what Jaylen Brown leading into that fourth quarter? What he did was as a
All right, that's
playmaker and
good. You should have
creator, and they
that.
won
That's
the
a
Wait,
game.
can
second
I ask you a
player.
question? Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question though, loyalty? Okay, you bring up
yeah.
you can hear me clear still, right? Okay, you bring up
Mm-hmm.
his assist, right? Can you explain to me? I'm just interested. Inquiring minds would like to know why is he the top, first or second in the playoffs in turnovers? That kind of negates his productivity as it pertains to being a passer. That's all that I'm saying. Because yeah, you make these assists like you
No,
said. I remember he had 12 or 13 assists in one of those games. But you're leading. I think he's number one or two. I think, or he might be number one or two in all the
and
playoffs right now
Giannis led
in
in
terms of.
charges. What do you say?
But Giannis and come on, we know what Giannis is.
But
That
I'm
dude is a
just
totally
saying
different monster.
that's not a good barometer to say. Cause like,
But my
Now, it
only
is a
thing,
parameter, I think, loyalty, what he's saying.
nah.
Because if
yeah,
you turning the ball over, turnovers, that's big in the playoffs.
What
Yeah,
what about you? What
but
about you only being 30-something% from the
oh
2
my
point
God, that's a good point.
range this playoff
Yeah,
this
what
series?
below
in the
20%. I
playoffs
mean
or
30%
this in
in
the
the
No, this
finals?
series. This series.
series.
Bro, y'all can't take away his Nets and Milwaukee series, bro. He slayed
Not
2
at
big months.
all.
Nah, I
Look,
give him
What
credit for
but
the way he did
look,
continue to
name
loyalty.
me
KD.
That's
one
why I
player in the
said.
NBA you could say did that, bro.
Look,
Like
loyalty.
that's hard.
That's why I started off saying that he's led them up to this point. But the Finals
Yeah,
MVP
he led
before
them.
last game was
When the
Brown.
talk was break that team up during the season. Like, come on, bro. Nobody
But I can
predicted
also
Boston
bring
to
up,
be here.
What about the
oh,
defense as a team collectively? They don't get no credit. It wasn't just
Yeah,
Tatum.
they get
thank
credit,
you.
but they
You got the
not number.
The-
Yeah,
DPOY
they
of the
number one in
year.
deep. But it's like,
yeah,
okay, like I always tell y'all, what's defense in this NBA, bro?
You tell me.
Better
we can't
offense
just.
always gonna be it. Like tonight wasn't
I
good
get
D.
that the
Steph was just
defense
missing.
isn't. Let's be honest. You're not stopping anyone on the defensive end. I mean, all you do is
Mm-mm.
contain, and they were number one
Yep.
with it.
Yep.
Okay, but that's not gonna win you no chip.
I didn't. Who's? That's why I
No,
said. I
because
look. I
you
told
brought
you why
up the point about
the
them
Warriors winning this
defensively. Like
series.
that's a like something. That shit
I
don't
already
mean
told you
nothing
why the
versus
Warriors
Golden
winning
State.
this.
All I'm saying is to be regarded as a superstar. This is the same reason why we're so reluctant to regard what Butler as a superstar. The same narrative. He's inconsistent sometimes. That's
Nah,
just so.
I
No.
can't
I'm
say
Butler,
saying what
that.
the
I
narrative
know
is.
Butler ain't a superstar.
I'm
His
saying what the
age tell you that.
That's true, but I'm saying like with the narrative, they say the same thing narrative about him. I know he's much older, but like we're gonna apply that. We got to apply that here. Listen, all I'm saying is a superstar does not come and fade consistently in the big moments like Tatum has done it. Not just this series, the last series. That's all that I'm saying. And you look at his minuses. He's had some bad plus and minus games, up and down, up and down. That's not a superstar. I think he'll get there in about 2 years. This is me talking though. I'm not a Hall of Famer. I don't do any of that shit. But I'm saying this is. I just don't think he's a superstar. He's not bona
No,
fide. You only got
I go
four
off of
superstars in the
moments,
NBA to
bro.
me.
You go off of average and
Moments. Robert Horry has moments.
Nah.
Is he a superstar?
No, I'm talking about moments when you are number one and the whole defense is, catered to stopping you, and you still are scoring over that
Is the
against a
whole
player
defense
who's
case
supposed to be
stopping him though?
dominant and way better than you.
Okay.
Nobody even talks Tatum, and he outplayed, like he matched Giannis, bro. That's different. Nobody in this NBA can match.
But
Hold on. The same Giannis did not have Middleton with him, and his shooters in the first. Hold on.
What?
It's easier to go.
Now you saying that Giannis
Hold on,
without
no.
Middleton is still
I'm getting
better
ready to keep going.
Tatum.
I'm getting ready to keep going though. When you got the guys with
So hold on. Are you taking Tatum and Brown over?
Let me finish this though. I'm getting to this my last point. I'll finish. I'll answer your question because I was going to finish this point. Here's the thing. Yes, Middleton, but then you gotta understand how
right.
Hold on 1 second. It's easier to play a guy like Giannis when you see the ancillary shooters aren't making their shots. Now you can kind of key in on it. That's how, bro. That's what's
happening.
I was
the same one on Kareem podcast saying everything you saying, and everybody's like, "No, Middleton, Giannis did that on his own. Middleton ain't nothing. He ain't no good." Like people was dogging me for saying he was good, a superstar, and all that. A real definitive second option. My point was,
bro. I give him credit for that, but I'm just saying. But it's when you got one guy right that can kill you. The second guy is out, and the other guys are bricking like crazy.
Nah, Drew Holiday played big. He won them.
Outside of him, I'm saying but the Grayson Allen and Connaughton. I'm saying like the shooters, the relegated shooters. That's what I'm saying.
It was 2 versus 2. Their others just played better than Milwaukee's, and the reason why is because Tatum became a willing passer, bro. I'm telling you, that was the difference.
Yeah.
That's why all the people was hitting threes.
I gave you the first 2 series, but the last 2.
You can't have those 2 guys. Giannis is a one-man show.
Thank you.
Drew Holiday won them games. So you bugging.
He played.
He had a couple.
He had a lot of big moments in that game. Timely shots.
Let me. I'll look it up.
Go ahead, Texas.
Loyalty. Where the Miami Heat at?
Huh?
You said guaranteed to the final.
What you asked? I didn't hear you cut out.
You told me the Heat guaranteed to the final.
Yeah, I thought the Heat was going. They was there though.
They was where?
They was in a tough series with Celtics.
No, you was up here. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. The Heat
I said Miami.
We were saying it's open. We said that Boston could. We said a lot of teams could in the East.
Yeah, nobody said no Boston back then, bro. They was talking about Boston breaking up back then. Nobody said Boston.
Yes.
They was talking about Philly and all these other teams. Stop it.
This year, brother.
Huh? It was a few people who said Boston could probably win it.
I said
it wasn't a lot though.
Because through all the injuries, they still had the best record, bro.
No, I said
that was a legitimate assessment.
Brooklyn and Miami. That was it.
No, we said the East was open.
I remember what most of us talked about.
Season. A lot of people jumped off that bandwagon. They was not, especially when Kyrie wasn't playing.
Hold on. What was the Miami and Celtics series? Didn't they go to 7?
Yeah, you said guaranteed.
So what are you saying, bro?
You said guaranteed in the final.
The difference with Miami was
when you talk all that shit. I want you to remember that.
What?
You said you guaranteed them in the final. You said we don't know what
the world guaranteed Brooklyn and the Lakers, and that ain't happening. Like, what are you saying,
bro? You said the Heat in the
Everybody was wrong this year. Who was right? Who thought it was going to be Golden State and Celtics?
I thought Golden State was the second best team to go to the finals. But
I said the Golden State was going to win, but I ain't nothing about Boston. I definitely said
you said Golden State was going to win because you're a Golden State fan.
No,
I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a Golden State fan.
I'm a LeBron fan too.
Nobody picked Golden State to go to the finals from the beginning. Stop it.
But think about it though. Why not when Klay Thompson was gone for 2 years? It's a good story. It's not
why, bro? Nobody even thought Klay Thompson would make it through the season. His injury, his health wasn't guaranteed.
Stop saying nobody.
Figuring it out all
shooter, bro. I thought he was gonna play, and he
Stop
played.
saying
Nobody thought he was
nobody.
gonna.
Okay,
Man,
bro.
that's not true, loyalty.
They was
Say a lot.
What dude
Curry
has
was
two
chilling for.
catastrophic injuries and we see him finish out the season and is a pivotal person in the finals? Who have we ever seen do that in their career?
Hey, shoot
We
or
seen
shoot,
a lot
wait.
of people do that in their career.
Shoot
We
or
seen a lot of
shoot,
people
bro.
do it,
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
Shoot or shoot, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Like I
People
said,
get
name
injured
me the
every year,
player.
my brother. People get
Name me
injured
the
and
player,
come back every
Most.
year.
Name me the
I mean,
player.
like he was an athletic freak or
A ton
something.
of them. There's too
Name
many
me the
names.
player.
There's too many to name.
Okay,
That's like saying
name
who drink
one. If
water.
it's too many, name one off the rip.
Everybody gets
KD,
hurt and
Paul
come back.
George.
Two
It's too many people
catastrophic,
that
no,
mess their
not hurt,
legs up, bro.
catastrophic injuries. Injuries
Ain't
that
no
players never
catastrophic. He
come
didn't get a
back
bullet
from,
to his
injure their
brain.
career.
Come on
He
now.
had two back to back.
Wait, what's
He
the
still was
question?
able to walk.
Now
Which
you
one
say
do we
Back to
see
move the
come back like
goalpost.
this, Texas,
That's the
and be a
loyalty
pivotal
rule, y'all.
player
We
in
move
the
the
finals?
goalpost every time.
I got proof that I picked the Warriors. I got screenshots
Which
and all that I picked the Warriors that they was gonna
Texas,
win.
you heard the question, right?
Yeah,
No,
Curry,
actually, Gwen,
the name
I
you
don't
had
understand.
on
That's,
the last link,
I
bro.
said, what player ever had two catastrophic injuries back
Now
to
you
back
saying
and
two.
come
At
back
first
and
you
be
said
this
what? You said
impactful in the
who get hurt.
finals?
Now you saying two. Stop moving the goalpost.
I
You always
said
move the
two.
goalpost.
I said back to back catastrophic injuries. What do you mean?
No, you said who come back after injury. I said, well, two catastrophic injuries. Come on,
Yes,
bro.
that's what Clay did. What do you mean? He
What
said
that
he knew Clay was going to be healthy all year.
what the question got to do with anything? Some people have
He just helped them win the game
to do.
tonight. What do you mean?
Stephen A. Smith of all people had the Warriors to the finals this year.
Who?
That's big media. You said nobody had the
Yeah,
Warriors.
Stephen A.
You
Smith
said
did
media.
say
They
that.
was talking about the Suns,
Stephen A.
bro.
Smith said
Suns in
I had Golden
Milwaukee
State as
after
number
Brooklyn
behind
and
the
the
Suns
Lakers.
going
Nah,
to
I
the
knew the
finals.
Suns was going back to the finals when they
It was
lost. Once they
Suns
lost,
and
they confirmed
Milwaukee
it.
after freaking Brooklyn and the Lakers.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
was
Now,
said
talking about Golden.
I said
Y'all
Suns
gotta
in
stop the
Milwaukee.
cap, bro.
Well, no,
no,
I
we didn't
had Golden
say.
State. Yeah,
We
actually
How
said
you gonna
third
say
team. Yeah,
y'all, but you don't know what everybody else's opinion was for the
right.
I'm
finals?
He
talking
was gonna
about
say
the
nobody, but
majority
he
of the
don't even know
world.
everybody. That's cap right there. You
Who?
can't
Yeah, like you
speak for
can't just
everybody.
assume that we thought the same thing they thought. No, it don't work like that.
All right, bro. You
that's
was
what
the
I
I'm
knew
saying.
the
only
They
one
was
Suns.
like,
person in the
y'all,
I
like,
world
knew
that
the
gives
come
Suns
on,
credit
was
to
bro,
not gonna make
Milwaukee
it
y'all.
to
and
the
Vegas.
finals, bro. They shouldn't have lost last year. That was their only chance right there.
You said Golden State shouldn't have lost last year.
I said the Suns shouldn't have lost last year. That was their only
No, they
chance.
were 2-0. They had it in their hands. I mean, but Chris Paul had a 10-point performance, crucial turnovers, and then so did
They
Devin
had
Booker.
it this year. Nobody thought they would get beat by
No, it
Dallas.
was. No,
I
it
didn't think
wasn't the
Dallas was going to beat them. I'll
turnovers or
be
the
honest.
I
players
think
that did
Dallas
all
gonna
Yeah.
again.
beat them.
Giannis beat them.
I
No,
had
Giannis
some
hold
wasn't
on.
the
this
issue. It
year.
wasn't the
No, but
turnovers. Giannis was the issue.
most. No. I'm
I
saying
never
like
said
those games where they had the game in hand. Like if they just
they
take
never had that
control of
game
the
in hand. They never had that game
bro.
in hand.
Let me hold on. No, that was a game. What a game 4? No, when Chris Paul had a crucial turnover, they had a chance to
Hey,
win the game. I believe.
Before the playoffs started, I predicted 2 upsets, bro. I
excuse
say
me.
either Brooklyn or the Suns. Matter of fact, I had one upset. I
Nobody
was choosing
had
one or the
Dallas
other, and it
beating
was
the
both of them.
Suns.
Who?
Listen, y'all don't understand. All this stuff is still hard to pick, bro. You gotta have luck, injuries. You gotta be healthy. If
Bro, we
Giannis,
understand
if
that.
Middleton
Bro, we
don't get
understand
hurt,
that.
if Middleton don't get hurt, they going, bro.
I believe
Yeah, I
that
think that
too.
Without a
we
doubt.
yes, we understand.
Of
Look, Lloyd, that's
course.
my point. We understand that, but you're the one was saying we don't know.
But
You
listen,
said
this is
we as
why I picked
loyalty.
Miami because listen, when
Okay,
everybody was getting injured all year, they still
right,
remained the number 1 seed.
right. And that's my
So that
point.
means they had something to offer as far as being deep, better than
Right,
anybody in the league. Which
loyalty. That's my
showed.
point. But
But I
loyalty.
think
When we was talking about that, I was telling you that Miami had a chance to run into injuries too, and they ran into them in the playoffs at the
I
end.
think
That's why
what I think what hurt Miami the most, their run during the bubble, they relied on Duncan Robinson and Hero a lot.
What?
Putting them two
The
dudes in,
bubble.
even though they was good
What the
shooters,
fuck?
that
I'm
messed
sorry.
with
What
their
are you talking
identity.
about? That's 2020. What are you talking about?
That ain't had nothing to do with it.
That was the best
Man, that's
time they
crazy.
won.
Kyle Larry and Bam
You said that war was a wear and tear on them from 2 years ago in 2020.
No, I'm just saying that was their identity that they had started to establish when they was winning
Hey,
at the highest clip.
But like
that was a stolen identity because Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero stole money this postseason.
Nah,
Yeah, Duncan definitely did.
It's just
He committed a hype.
I think Duncan Robinson still
Duncan
could have been
definitely
effective,
did.
bro, if they would have used him in the playoffs.
He can't
He
play
played no defense
defense.
though.
Yo,
But
That's the
one of them
problem.
hurt. One of them hurt.
It's so
I think
crazy.
Tyler
Hero
Hero
battling
It's
got
so
some
hurt
injuries.
crazy
towards
to
Yeah,
the
he's
hear
end,
that.
battling
but
injuries. Yeah, Hero. Yep.
but before his injury, pre-injury, his numbers were low. They weren't
Okay.
the
Yes,
same.
You're bottom
that's
right.
true. And you got to
Okay.
blame Bam too for forgetting how to play basketball.
Ah
Then you also
man,
got to.
But the
You
type of
also
player
got to.
Duncan
Hold on,
Robinson is, his
Jimmy.
numbers
Hold
can
on.
be low, bro. When it comes to the
I can't
playoffs, that 3 and D,
wait.
that way that
Wait.
running,
Kyle
like
Larry stole money too.
that's
Kyle
impactful,
Lowry
bro.
Larry,
is
you're right.
hurt. Kyle
yep.
Lowry's
He
hurt.
got
Fat,
injured.
old,
Don't say
bad
they
knees.
don't
All that
say they
stuff.
stole money. They ain't steal money. They got paid for what they did. They just didn't. They just couldn't. See, this is the difference.
But in
When
this
But what did
league,
they do?
wait,
when they
Like
most.
like
a lot of
like
teams
like
do, but then they
like
actually
Texas. You put Duncan Robinson on Milwaukee, even though you say
He's
Giannis
not on
ain't had
Milwaukee, so he's
nobody,
in Miami.
they probably beating everybody.
He's in
but the,
Miami though. He's in Milwaukee. The
I
last
know.
time I
I'm
checked,
just
he
saying
played for
you
the
Yeah,
don't
Flames,
have
not
he
to.
not the Deer. He plays
Nah,
for the
even
Flames, not the
Milwaukee,
Deer.
it would have been the same thing. They'd have closed out on
Yeah, I
them. It'd been nothing to
disagree.
do.
Marcus Smart
yeah
was
Nah,
he's
Boston
unplayable.
was closing
you
out
you
on their
you know
shit as
why? You know
fast.
why I don't disagree, Kareem? Because it be dude like these dudes be getting the opportunity, like they be missing wide open shots.
that's the
Y'all be
game.
acting
You
like
live or
these
die.
dudes
Yeah,
You
they
getting
live or
missed
ran
die.
off
You
the
got
line
three pointers.
24/7.
a
Like
bunch of
they
jump shooters.
missing shots that they're supposed to make over
Ain't no
and
supposed to
over and
make.
over.
You either make. Look, this the
But you
thing.
gonna
It's a
pick.
Look
make
But
at
or
you gonna
miss
Curry.
pick and
league, right?
choose
It's
on
a
who
make
you
or
want to
miss
leave
league.
Curry
open and
able
who
to
you
Nah,
make
leave
I'm
three
Duncan
saying
shots. He'll
Robinson
come back
open.
and
see
make
Come
It's a
on
five.
make
now.
or miss
you
league,
know
dude.
why I get it twisted most because in the 90s those guys made a name. Like these guys didn't miss those shots, bro.
They did miss him in the '90s, brother. Come on now, look
Nah,
at Starks.
man, nah.
How
Them
many?
guys were
You remember
specialists, bro.
Starks in
They
the
did that.
finals? Starks was killing till he got to the finals, breaking everything. Before then,
Nah,
Starks was beating them
Starks
shots.
wasn't no Paxson, Kerr, Craig
Starks
I
was
kind
a
of
Thompson.
agree with
shooter.
loyalty though. Like
He
on
was a
this one, I
Nah,
shooter.
really do.
big shot.
The
Rob,
specialists
Derek
knock down their
Fisher, those
shots.
guys like,
Jason Terry,
bro, them guys
No,
made.
no,
Jason Stojakovic.
look, they did go cold, brother. Everybody go through a cold. Every shooter
Nah,
got
in
game
them
You're
winning.
right.
Go
moments, bro,
cold.
they make
Most,
them.
but it
Allen
happens
was
too
cold in the
consistently in this
finals,
NBA.
brother. Everybody
Even
was.
with
Yes,
even with the Spurs teams, bro. Like,
We
But
seen
think
We
We've seen those other players of old get go cold as well. Look at how the Logan scores were.
we seen Jordan go in there and miss shots, but he could get to the free throw line to make up for the point. That's
we
like
not talk about Jordan. We talk about the others.
but
okay.
the
We
specialists
seen
he's talking about. The specialists.
and two is you got a special say like Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr career 3-point average is like 40%. It ain't 70. Well, you know,
I think he's. I
Nobody's
don't
saying
know.
70, but in the limited opportunities that
In
he
the
get,
big
he
moments,
hits more than miss.
they was
yeah.
only using
Like
from
And they're
like 4.
timely. And they're timely.
Right.
And
See,
it,
some people are timely shooters, some people not. A lot of these guys are
It's not
volume
some.
shooters.
Those guys that got their job, bro, they hit those threes every time.
that's true. I mean, not every
Not
time, but a lot
you
of
gotta
times they
be
do.
three.
now
You
we
gotta
putting
be
the
a
foul.
3D specialist, bro.
Huh?
Three ain't gonna get you
But
nowhere.
think
You
about
gotta
it.
play
Somebody
offense
lost
and
somebody
defense.
back in the day.
you're
Look,
right.
somebody
The
lost
three
Wait a
somebody
do
minute.
get you somewhere. That's why
Hold on.
Golden State is winning this year. The
They
three,
exchanged two
yo,
for
But they
threes.
playing defense too, though.
They're playing
They play
defense
defense.
as
they had
well.
Yeah, they play
19
They
defense.
wasn't
turnovers
playing
tonight.
defense. The three won't get you nowhere.
No, I'm just
What you
saying they
Yeah.
mean?
have.
right.
See, you know why Golden State three get you somewhere because their three beats you two, and if you give them extra possessions, remember they're hitting
On the
threes
back of
more
their
than
defense,
twos.
right?
But hold
Right.
on.
No,
But
it's just
hold on.
it's the
Loyalty.
threat of their
Loyalty.
three.
Wait, loyalty. But who's the
Yeah,
catalyst, the lead dog for turnovers in this series and most of the playoffs? That'll be your boy Jason Tatum. So he's giving them extra points. I mean, extra opportunities on top of the threes that they're already making.
it's not just him, bro. It's the
I didn't say
team.
it was just him.
Yeah,
Hold on, but he's the leader. He's leading in this category. You understand? He's like our number two in
I
all of the.
think that's part of their problem too.
You understand that, right?
He's a number one Texas, but they
Ah,
don't really have an identity. Everybody just be out there playing.
and that's a
well, they don't.
problem.
Well, they don't. If they don't have a problem, they in the finals, man. They could win these 2 games. They don't did it
They
already.
really can.
All
Yeah,
they gotta
that's
do is
they can.
Nah, that's where you get it twisted. Most that's when that shows the most. You're not just gonna win if you're not supposed to win. All those things, those little things like identity, knowing when this person's supposed to shoot, exploiting matchups,
They,
like picking
brother,
on people. You gotta go to that. You
they
can't go
done that.
Tatum. You
Wait a
can't
minute.
go Tatum 3 times. He get a bucket on Curry, and then Horford is taking a three. Like, no, a contested three. Like, you can't go away from that. You got to pick on that till they stop it.
But
That's what
but
Golden
that's what
State is
they
good
do.
at.
Have they not proven themselves yet? They beat
Who?
Milwaukee. They beat the Nets. They beat the
Nah,
Heat.
none of that
proven
matters.
themselves.
If that
But
was the
but
case,
but but
if that was the
why?
case,
That's my
LeBron wouldn't have
thing.
had a choke situation in 2000.
That's my issue though, y'all. We keep doing that. We keep saying what they did first, second, third round. But
Yeah, it don't
when
matter.
has after that that's won a championship? You still got to
Exactly.
go to the finals. You
No,
still got to get
we
it
talking
The
done.
finals going to show.
identity. We talking about winning a chip. We talking they don't have identity. They've proven, they shown their identity by
We saw
getting
that in
here.
Miami.
Nah, you
They
still you
showed
could
identity.
nah.
Look, wait a
Now
minute.
they had to show their identity.
People were
Nah,
saying
they really didn't.
But if but
They
if
did.
they did have an identity, what would their identity be then?
They identity that they fight. They did show identity. They
yeah,
That-
scrappy
it's
too.
But y'all say
defense.
they don't
when
then.
what
They're a
was
great
working,
black
what was
team.
their identity that was working? They pinned everything on the defense. They were aggressive when it came offensively.
Yeah,
They didn't settle for the threes. They didn't go in 3-point matches with the other teams. Yeah, you could do that with Miami, Milwaukee.
exactly.
They weren't shooting.
Styles make
But this
fights.
team,
That don't work
you
against
can't
Golden
go
State.
3 for 3 with them. You got to stay to what's true. What's true to
Exactly.
you. So
And
that's
that's what
their
we said.
identity.
But
Stay
yeah, they
was
have
true to you and
identity,
trust it. Stay was
but
true to
like
you and
y'all
trust it.
said,
Their identity just
y'all
not
said one, two,
working. You
three.
basically just
But this is Golden State Warriors. They're down 3-2.
But like D
They're
Bonner.
down 2.
Yeah.
It's not over.
this ain't the
Okay, you're
Celtics.
right. Like,
Yeah,
Y'all
what
this
just
is
is
trying to
the
Golden
do
State
that.
Warriors most, but
And they've been winning.
they just beat them. They just beat them with Steph having the worst game in the finals, and they had 19 turnovers and 10 free throws. You can't
But
shoot yourself in the
but
foot in
dude,
the
my God,
finals.
this is the Golden State Warriors. This is not the
And
Chicago Bulls. It would be laughable if it was a weaker team. This is Golden State
Golden
Warriors.
State
Come
Warriors
on
is
now.
beatable, bro. Last game,
Yes,
this team
Steph
is very
played by
beatable.
themselves. They should have
we
won that
Yeah.
game.
they beat them twice already.
To me, this is the
But
worst Warriors team that we've seen since maybe the first
Yeah, it's
finals
no
appearance.
definitive
That don't
dominance.
matter. You play who in front
No,
of you right
yeah,
now.
no, you're
This
right.
team,
You're right. It's anybody's
hey,
series, if we're being honest, if they can win through Celtics.
ultimately, you're seeing experience and inexperience. And
Yes, that's true.
experience right now is
Literally.
what's winning this
And
series
it will
as of
win.
right now.
Yeah, it will win. Yeah, the
Sure.
Warriors are going to win the series.
They're
I think so.
literally winning Bonner off of experience. The few players that have it is showing in those players versus Boston's inexperience and their players who should have the experience. Like the players who dominating the ball most, they're showing inexperience. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Horford has experience, but it ain't like he's touching it every time to
Not-
or have an impact
and
like
especially not at no finals level. We know the
that.
finals
Yeah,
is
and
completely
it's the
different.
final. Like it's the biggest stage.
yeah, but
You
this
know.
one thing we do all the time. Get them guys some credit. They fighting. They playing hard. They
You don't get no credit
You
for
know what,
making
most
second place is the first
it's nothing.
loser.
You know what, most
If that's the case, it wouldn't be no discussion about vote. LeBron
there's
was
no,
second place.
there's
hey, y'all, but
nothing.
no, but that's what I'm saying. This is what we do, right? This is what we be doing now. If you're not number one, you ain't shit. Give them still some credit for fighting.
No, you do
I
that. Because why
no,
LeBron
you
and
can
AD
have
ain't
balance,
going to the
most.
straight?
They're playing
You
against
can
the
have balance.
They're
We
down.
expect you to fight, most. We expect you to fight.
Right.
This team, the Celtics team, collectively as of right now, with that Jason Brown and Jalen Tatum core, they haven't got it done. Simple as that. I'm not giving them credit for it.
And that's all it is, Bada.
Just give them
Get the
credit because
job done thing.
you got to
Literally
get it
that
done.
simple.
Brother, brother, what are you talking about? Compared to who? Who you comparing them to?
What do you
I'm just
mean about
saying. You're
comparing?
saying
You saying they haven't gotten it done. They're in the fight. It's not
No,
over.
they're
that's
having it.
not
You're
winning
right.
it though,
Still not
most.
good enough.
Ain't
Getting to
nobody.
the finals.
How you
That's
gonna
the new.
count them
That's the
out
new.
now?
That's the new bar.
No,
They got to get it done.
It's not over though. It's not over.
already.
Yeah, it's not over. But most that
Did you
sound
count
like what they what
Did
you're
you count
saying.
against Milwaukee?
Look, most what you're saying right now is what it sounds like what they did with the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Oh, let's just get it. Ain't really done yet. I don't care about no Eastern or Western Conference MVP. I want Finals MVP. Well, we're champs.
But that's the point. Who are you? These guys are battling.
But give them credit. But it's not done yet. I'm just saying
You
it's
know
not
why?
done.
Most. You
It's
know
not
why it matters? When you listen to those guys like Kenny Smith, Barkley, and all them say, yo, you get here once, twice, you might not get here again in your career,
it's
bro.
not
The
over.
Suns boat might have sailed away.
It's not
The Suns might
over.
not never be the same team again.
Dude, it's
They
not
won't.
over.
They might go on a
What you
10-year
talking like
drought.
it's over?
So it does matter.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
on, can I
It's
talk?
over. You talking like it's
Wait.
over.
That's
hold
what
on.
I was, it's not over, but just to say, give them credit
Ain't
for
no
what?
bet.
Is
No, look,
for
ain't
what?
it ain't over. Are you
Just wait and
But
see.
you do
That's
gotta
it.
give him
Just wait and
credit though,
see.
still though. You think I give him credit though, because
I
they
give him
beat
some
Grace
credit, but
already, KD, Kyrie, Giannis. Come on, man. They still gotta give
you
him
got to
credit somewhere
finish
at
your
that young
deal.
But
age,
You got
that
to
bro.
just
finish your
because
deal.
you made it, just because you won in the first 3 rounds, doesn't mean you win the championship.
We
Let's
didn't
get.
say that. We said
We
that
didn't
you
say
But
that
said
though.
what?
you
So what? Okay, they got
we didn't say
here.
they're
They
champions.
got
We didn't
here,
say
but they haven't won it.
But dude, I ain't
I'm
no champion.
sorry. What
I
are you
didn't
going
give
to
you
be
no
more
champion.
excited about,
I
getting
put no
there or
chip
winning
on
the
their head.
championship?
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I
Ain't
mean,
But
I
you
nobody
don't.
put
winning
no
it, but
ring
you
on
still
their
gotta give him credit for
finger.
making
And
it that
and, and
far though.
Bonner, like I
In my
said, that
opinion, I
was the
don't give them no
argument that
credit just for
Bron would be
being
the
there.
GOAT.
They got to win it.
You never got
But
never
who
got
are
credit
you
for
though?
making it that
You
far.
ain't the epitome of a championship.
Huh?
You said what, most?
Dude, my point is it's not over. I'm not giving them credit for being champions. I'm giving them
But
credit for they got an identity. They still fighting.
For effort, so
Nah,
how
they
did they
just
leap
gave
the
2 games
leapfrog they
away.
took to get there? That's what basically trying to say.
They not
They
I
just
know
gave
he
two
said give
games
them
away,
credit
bro.
because
I
they
can't
got
give it to
there.
them.
And look,
no, I said give them credit because they still in it. It's still
that's
going
the
in.
thing. That's the
They
thing
still
Yes.
about
fighting.
opinions. In most opinions, he want to give them credit. In my opinion, no.
Dude, don't speak for me. I said they're still in it. They're still fighting. They're
Did-
still in the battle.
But you
That's
say you
my
give him
point.
credit though.
You
That's what he's
said you
saying.
give them
Give them
credit.
credit because it's not over. They got 2
That's what
wins.
but he's repeating what you're saying.
I'm repeating what you're
No,
saying.
he's not. No, he's not repeating.
Now you
He
can't
can
repeat
repeat what
what
I'm
you said,
saying in
most.
I
You repeated what you said.
but he perverting what I'm saying. He not. He taking what I'm
Perverted?
saying.
First of all, get off that Obama phone. It sound like
Give
you
them credit.
drowning.
My point to that was their fight is not over. That's my point. He's not saying that it's not over yet.
First of all, get off that 1950s
Oh shit.
John F. Kennedy phone.
What?
Sound like
Boy, shut your dusty young ass up, loyalty.
Kennedy, what the
it
fuck?
sound like you drowning
What?
in a puddle of water, bro.
Scratching on the phone.
Nigga,
Nah, but
Y'all, how many times y'all
yeah.
gonna write somebody off? Keep on
Who
writing
said
people
they
off.
writing them off?
Y'all
I'm
write
just saying.
get off that
How?
dollar store Bluetooth, man.
them. You write them off.
That damn
What?
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, silly.
Yeah,
that damn
that's what
that
happened when
damn
they
flea
got no
market.
point.
That
They
flea
call
market.
that's what
That flea market Wi-Fi. That flea market Wi-Fi.
he try to laugh because he talks stupid shit. Loyalty is the king of distraction when he say some stupid
Oh
shit.
shit. Yeah, he is
They
actually. So I'm not
fucked
gonna
you
lie.
up.
They don't have no identity.
They
They
definitely got
supposed they
identity. That's how
fucked
they
you
got
up,
there.
bro.
Celtics don't have no identity, but they in the finals. Like they the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got no damn experience. That's all it really is. Y'all know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
Yo, this is no identity when you need 2 points and you take 6 threes to end the game and you only
I
need
agree with
2.
Tyrese. Yeah,
And
they would.
anybody
The
shooting.
Lakers
They
were a
did the
monster in the
same thing
bubble.
again
The
tonight.
pick and roll, many big bigs who can beat you in the paint. Oh, go ahead. This is 2020.
They
I'm
don't know
sorry.
how to stop a run. They don't know how to get to the foul line, slow the game down. Nobody's mounting up. You don't see no definitive leader out there. Like, it's nothing. When Phoenix
Wait, hold on.
played, they had an identity. We know who they are. We know Chris Paul rounding up the guys.
Loyalty,
Everybody
am I
getting that
clear?
foul line. It's clear.
Yeah,
Am I
you
clear?
are. Hey,
What was Phoenix identity when they lost?
Yeah, we
hey,
did know
Kareem.
Chris
Identity when
Paul
they
Yeah,
lost.
you can still lose
We
with an
choking.
identity. I'm just
Kareem.
saying that's the Celtics.
Yep.
Hey, somebody else who stole money this year, this postseason, DeAndre Aiden.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
We had
yeah,
a conversation earlier about that.
for
I never
sure.
seen
Stole money.
a lot of players in the NBA stole a lot of money this playoffs.
No, he gave them what he said they paying him. He said they ain't paying him shit, so he giving them exactly that. That's what he
And look what
did.
Mike Tyson said. I agree. I remember Loyalty said put the big ass slow lineup on the court earlier in the season. I remember that. Remember that, Loyalty?
Who that?
DeAndre Jordan Howard.
Yeah,
You put you
What
said
you
put
were
this
saying
lineup on the court.
for the
Look at the
Lakers?
stat. Look at the highlighted thing. But
Well,
the
He
you
ain't
thing,
said
say
for the
reason
Lakers
though.
put the
He
big
for the
said
Lakers,
lineup.
Mello. He didn't say
you said
reason.
that.
He didn't say
What?
Oh,
reason.
he didn't say a reason. He said, I think he said Bron, AD, Dwight, Howard, DeAndre, and
Yeah, but
somebody else. I forgot.
what was my ideology about putting that lineup out?
It
Let's
was
see if you can
dumb
remember since you
ideology.
listened.
It was. Hold
I
on.
remember
Okay.
It was
It was to,
we
like,
ideology
I
was
tried
to
think to
leave the
decent
Celtics
everything
out of it.
size,
else.
Might as well try.
have a bigger.
We tried
We try
the
everything.
10-day contract dude
Yeah,
playing the 5. So why not try that?
you want to
You
use
We
like
implement
trying to
tried,
do
size too.
size.
You
Look
want
like
to
you trying to
implement a
get
bunch of
size.
size. You want to implement your size. That was the premise of your point.
yeah,
Considering
I
that the
wanted
other
to
lines
implement
weren't
our
working,
size. We implemented small ball.
I actually
Right.
said that wasn't a bad idea at the time. I'm not even gonna lie and cap
It's
like I
not
wouldn't
even
like
So
that
why
bad
was
you
a good.
want to
idea,
talk about
good
it now then?
idea.
Hey,
Texas, it's
you see, you
about
want to roast you now for it?
Hold on, most nothing was working, man. I'm like, fuck. I
But
mean, you gotta throw
I
exactly.
something out
understand
there.
y'all.
That was
Look,
my whole point.
I do understand the point that ain't nothing working. We might as well
Nothing
try
was
this.
working.
That would have been
But
that would
no,
have
but
been good.
most it was
I understand
flashes
your
to
point.
where we played big. Dwight
Right.
had 14-14, and we'll go back with Trevor Ariza at power forward. Like, how do you
I,
explain that?
I
And
understand the
Dwight
point.
don't
I
play for
understand your
10
point
games.
because the Lakers were sucking, but that would have been embarrassing if they put that lineup. Let her like giving up.
Nah, it was embarrassing what we was doing.
No, they wasn't embarrassed. You see,
It
Ball was
definitely
walking
was.
around
If
doing
you would have told
it.
me the Lakers would have been starting a 10-day contract dude at the 5 this year, I would have not watched no basketball.
Think about it.
Hey,
It never
They wasn't
happened in
embarrassed,
NBA
boy. See, that
history.
was the problem. They was not
It
embarrassed.
never happened in NBA history.
Yeah, Lord.
Tyrese, that's this one game, brother. You gotta see if you can put that together consistently.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think the Lakers wasn't. They didn't get embarrassed till it was too late. They
LeBron had a good
arrogantly
season. I don't care about the
They
Lakers.
was
see.
bad the whole season.
They arrogantly thought they had a shot.
Good from the standards of scoring 30 at an old age, yeah, but everything else, I mean, what he was assisting, I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
right.
Rebounding, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Now, I'm a
Who
LeBron
was?
fan. That's
But
my
the
guy.
thing about his
He's my
30
goat
averaging, they needed every point because we was either out of the
to be
game
competitive.
or it was a
You
close
were
game.
out
We
when he
had to
was
put them
scoring
over the
30.
top.
We were out when he was
Hey,
scoring 30.
hey,
Yeah,
we only
That's
exactly.
right.
we hey, look,
But
y'all,
that
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
his
but you
we
fault.
got
really
to
only
think about
won
it. You
as
gotta
an
It
think about
wasn't
two
his
games.
organization.
fault.
Hey, as an organization, we really only won 2 games after All-Star break.
And he
What?
had to score 50 in those games, and y'all
But
gonna
you
tell
gotta
me
think
AC
about
that.
them
Picks,
games
thanks for
was
the
close though,
donation, bro.
y'all. A lot of them
Appreciate it.
games was close. Majority of them games
Exactly.
was close.
Huh?
Majority of them games was close.
They lost a good 10 games, 10 to 15 games close, and they lost a good 10 to 15 games that they should have won.
Yeah, I think it was. It was close. They lost close games against like bad or mediocre teams. That was just really bad.
But again,
Bad free
most
throws.
when you don't have an identity and you set the record for most lineups set in the NBA, and you was talking about in the middle of the season, everybody doing that, everybody hurt. No,
Mm,
I told you
In
the
the middle of
Lakers
the
was
season,
going to
everybody
end the
was. Pope
season
was kicking
with the
everybody ass.
most lineups made ever in history, and that's
No,
what happens.
look, but at the time you said that, Clippers had the most lineups.
No,
The
at the
Lakers
time I
and the
said
Lakers
that,
at the
I
time you
foreseen
said
the
that, the Lakers
future
was right
because
behind
Vogel was that mismatchy, bro.
them.
Speaking of the
Thanks for the
Clippers, they're going
donation,
to be a
bro.
problem next year
AT Picks.
Yeah, they role
Without
players.
because
They
without
got good
they
Why
got
players.
if
enough
Paul
money.
George come back, it's
Hold on,
over for the
they have
league.
enough. Hold on, not just that though. Hold on, they have enough money to allocate to get another point guard along with Reggie Jackson. Then you got Kennard. You still
And
got
they
The
some
got to
Clippers gonna
Batum
trade
be
still there.
dangerous
Fultz.
next year. I already know that
That's a
for a
dangerous
fact.
team. A good coach that
I
they're
just
going to.
like what they building without them. They dangerous without
The
them.
Nuggets
But
gonna
when
be
you put
dangerous
them
too.
in,
Nobody trying to believe the Nuggets gonna be
yeah, the
dangerous too
Nuggets will
next
be
year.
I
dangerous.
don't trust Michael Porter Jr.
I don't trust. Yeah, but I still think Nuggets will be in the mix. But they're not going to go to the finals. I guarantee you, anyone that.
Most
who that?
you doing all that talking. What about your Bulls? Where they at?
Mm.
They went to the playoffs, brother.
he
Y'all right
Can
there.
we give them
said
credit for it now?
he said they
Damn.
went to the playoffs.
We went to the
Damn.
playoffs and
That's
won
the
one
new
game.
standard. That's the new standard, Bonner.
We went to the playoffs and won one game.
The city
Wow.
of Chicago
Wow.
has a drought, man. Look at the Bears,
But
the
your guy
Bulls,
stayed in
Hey,
the
the
David,
playoffs.
Cavs.
Let's compare
I
to your
find
guy.
hey
Don't
y'all,
No,
compare
I
him
hold
to
finally got to
on
see
to
who
that because
Golden State.
Levine gone.
Let's
I
compare
finally
him
got
to
to see
him.
who the Frozen was. Levine. I was highly disappointed with
I
him.
hope Levine go to LA.
Not a shame. I go to here to
We know
Dallas
you
to the
disappointed in
Mavericks.
the Celtics now, so we know you don't like shit but
That's not going
somebody
to
win
help Dallas
championships.
though.
So whoop de do.
Levine will
You
not
said
help the
what?
Mavericks though.
You
Yo,
don't you disappointed in everybody who don't win a chip.
but
Huh? I'm a Lakers fan.
That's what I mean. You said that you were disappointed. You disappointed in everybody who don't win a chip. You're not giving nobody no damn credit unless they win a championship. Right?
We're giving
That's how
Bulls
it
a credit
should
for
be.
winning one game.
I didn't say give them Bulls no credit. I didn't have the Bulls winning no championship. I'm not delusional. I'm not a Lakers fan.
They weren't good. So what? I mean,
You can give the
I'm
Mavericks
not
credit, I think, if
delusional.
anybody,
You said
because
the
they
Lakers
overachieved.
flat this year, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think the Mavericks
I think
overachieved.
Did you not say the
Yeah,
Lakers
hell yeah, they
Lakers
did
overachieved.
overachieve.
Overachieved,
To
bro.
me, I don't
Yes,
think
they
they
did.
but
You
They
said what,
overachieved.
most?
just
I
being
said, did you not
honest,
have the
I
Lakers
think if
going
the
to the
Bulls
playoffs this
wouldn't have
year?
ran into injuries, they would have been great this year.
Who? The Lakers?
Bulls would have been scary coming out of the East if it wasn't for injuries.
No,
You
they
had
not ready yet.
DeRozan, the best closer in the league.
No, you're
Levine,
not.
you
Not in the
He
playoffs.
was.
Do you
Yes, he
not know his
was.
resume?
Not in
No,
the playoffs.
DeRozan was the
Most, how
best
you don't know
closer.
your
He
own
was. He
team?
was.
I said not in the playoffs. He's not the
But
best
not in the
closer.
No, I,
postseason. See,
Best
In the regular
closer
season,
in the league.
he did this year, but not the playoffs. He wasn't. I'm not.
So
I'm not
hold on.
delusional.
Jokic won MVP, right? He wasn't the best in the playoffs. He still won MVP.
man,
Yeah,
what the hell? That's dumb logic, man. You
No,
can't give me
not
the
dumb
award
logic.
based off of what
You want
most
to
of us been
discredit
doing in the
somebody because they
season.
wasn't
Bro,
closing in the
I
playoffs.
didn't.
That's just insane. That's insane, man.
No. Who
Jokic
thought
got his
DeRozan was
award
going to be the
mainly
best
because of
closer
what
in
he
the league
did.
Bulls
this
weren't gonna
year
put
for
that new
what he
team
was doing for
together.
the Bulls?
That's not what I was talking about.
The Bulls weren't
nah,
gonna put
Telling
that
you.
new team together, walk into the
I ain't think that
playoffs,
was DeRozan. DeRozan is who he
and
is
get
already. You
to the
already know who
finals.
he is.
I knew he was
Nah,
going
he
to come
took it
short.
to another level this year.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
But
regular season,
once
huh?
he get hot. But in the playoffs, what he do? The same
Nah,
thing
that
he always
wasn't once in
done.
a while he got hot. The reason why he ain't do nothing in the playoffs, y'all act like they wasn't number one. If it wasn't for
What he
LeBron, he
did
would
in
have went to
San
the finals a
Antonio?
lot of years,
Nothing.
brother.
He was just over there vacationing.
You know how many
That man
niggas was
ain't
good in
good
Jordan
for
era
real.
and we ain't see them be good
Hey,
because Jordan stopped them? Same thing.
yeah,
Kyle
yeah.
Lowry could have gotten blamed for the Raptors a lot of the time because he choked too. I hate that they just blamed DeRozan. He choked a lot too. But when
Nah, it ain't
Kawhi,
it ain't it
and
ain't him choking. It's more
I
or
didn't.
less LeBron being great.
Now,
Same
Kyle
thing with
No,
Lowry
but
did
Barkley,
choke.
the Malones, and all them guys.
Kyle Lowry
I mean,
did.
I remember Kyle Lowry put up
I'm just
9
telling
points
you.
and 10
Kyle
points in
Lowry.
like 40
Remember, he
minutes
said
of
he had
playing
to
time.
decompress.
Yeah, decompressed in 2016. I remember
Yeah,
that.
he was struggling bad.
Yeah.
I mean, hold
But
up.
but the point with the Bulls is didn't know a lot of people didn't even have the Bulls making the playoffs.
What do you? Whoa, yes they did.
Hell
Yes,
No, they
they
have
yeah,
to.
they
did.
I'm
did.
No,
talking beginning. Oh, hey, wait a minute.
They
Beginning of the
They had
did.
the
season,
Bulls in the
they said
playoffs.
that
Yes, they did.
DeRozan. They had DeRozan is the worst pickup. He overpaid, too old. What is their? They said
They were
Bulls.
at the
What is
bottom tier
their
at the
identity? What are they going to do?
preliminary
I don't watch
predictions
that
of the
media
season.
shit, so if they did say
The
that, that's
preliminary
I'm
predictions
not
of the
just them
season, they had
YouTube
him as the
guys.
number
They didn't
No,
have
you
the
as
know
the
what
Bulls
that
making
lower
the
is,
seed.
most. That's what them analysts do. When they don't know
Mm.
nothing and they can't just flat out call, that's what they do.
Yeah, I'm talking about not just them YouTube. I watch all the YouTube guys. They didn't see the Bulls doing
The
too much.
Why
YouTube
you
guys is
watching
worse
YouTube?
than them.
I'm talking media and YouTube. I watch it all, bro.
Okay.
no.
Okay.
So
I
like,
I
watch
watch
it all.
mostly
Like
YouTube. I
just
don't
like
really
y'all
watch
do.
media
Y'all
like
watch it
that.
all.
If
If
you
y'all
put
don't watch it all,
if you
y'all hear
just
it from a
think about
YouTube.
Lonzo, DeRozan, and Levine and the big they got, that's a
The
good four.
preliminary
That's
Yeah,
the best.
predictions
That's
had
one of
them
the
in,
best
Lonzo
in
going
fours in the
down
I
really
East.
I
hurt
forgot
agree
them.
like
with
the
Loyalty
bottom
on that.
half of
I
the
agree with
playoffs.
Loyalty
The
on that.
bottom.
That's the
hold up,
best
hold up,
four
hold up,
players in the
hold up,
East.
I agree
hold
with
up.
him.
No, I think no. See,
Who
because I was
better than
watching the
them?
Bulls and they was doing. Not the Bulls. They were doing fine. It's just
Mm.
when
Lonzo.
Zoe got hurt,
Yeah,
they lost.
That killed
Injuries,
Their
everything.
man.
defense went to trash. Their
Telling you.
perimeter defense
Exactly.
was trash because he was their
yeah,
best perimeter defender outside of Caruso.
right.
And Caruso missed like a month and a
Caruso.
half.
Yep.
Then Caruso
Because
got
of
hurt.
Grayson Allen and doing that Bush
Then
League
Grayson Allen hurt
clandestine
him
crap
again.
stuff.
No,
Yeah, I
Then
agree.
no,
started.
that's crazy.
But the
Yeah,
Bulls
that's
are
crazy.
definitely gonna be in the playoffs. Yeah.
Grayson
Oh yeah,
Allen
they can always
basically.
make the playoff. It could be a first round exit every
Yo,
time.
Yeah.
Kareem,
Yeah.
it's bad when a team like Milwaukee, who has
Oh my.
identity, defending champs, get one injury, let alone a team who all come together for the first time trying to create something. That's what
They
happened
just
to the
nutted
Lakers.
up.
13 new players. All these.
Milwaukee
It's
got
hard to
exposed.
bounce
Their
back from
ancillary
that, bro.
shooters got exposed though.
The
Huh?
who?
Right.
The ancillary specialist shooters got exposed. Connaughton, Grayson Allen. I guess the pressure got to him when your second guy goes out. That's a ton of mounted
It's.
pressure
I
on
don't
the other
even think
people.
it's pressure, bro.
I was watching
Like
it. I don't know.
everybody say
I
that
could
in
be
the
wrong.
NBA is
I could be
No,
cliche,
wrong.
but
like
we
next
you
man
can't.
up.
Yeah, you're
That's
not
I could be
relying on
wrong.
it's
Grayson
easier said
Allen to
than done.
hit no jumper.
That's my
Wait a
point,
minute.
though. I mean, like, but Connaughton, I'm saying, but those guys, Connaughton and the other supporting cast, supposed to be the guys that can knock down shots, and they just
They-
started. Y'all saw it. They were missing.
No, but they did their role. It's just that Boston players was better than those
And
guys.
Boston is
No,
deeper. Yeah,
If they
what did
Boston
I
is
if
tell
they,
deeper.
y'all? And we argued
when
about
you got
this
Middleton,
most.
when
I
Middleton
told you
go down,
PJ
like
Tucker was gonna hurt. Y'all like he ain't no good
no, I
defender.
said no,
He
I agree
ain't
with that.
good.
Who,
I
He ain't
who,
agree.
who
good.
said he's not a good defender?
That hurt them not
I've
having him.
seen
What
other
you
people
talking
say
about?
that was a big miss for them losing him.
I
Yes.
said that. Y'all was
Yeah.
all on me.
No, we wasn't. No, I agree
I
with you.
always hated that move.
Yeah,
I-
you was the one that agreed with me most. You was.
Yeah, I think because personally, I think if Milwaukee has Middleton, the Bucks beat the Celtics
Yeah,
Right.
of course.
Without
Hell yeah.
Middleton still?
Hey, remember
No,
when
with
like
Middleton, he said.
with Middleton.
Okay. What to say? Hell
If they
no.
have
Hell
Middleton,
yeah.
they
What
beat.
happened with Milwaukee was Portis, bro. Y'all got to think Portis
Hey,
didn't
yeah,
become a
Portis.
definitive starter. He
Yeah.
was having 16. He
I
just
forgot
was
about Portis.
non-existence in the playoffs,
Mr.
bro.
Flexible
He was
Bird.
supposed to be the man. He was supposed to be locked down on D and hitting threes.
hey
He was
uh
non-existent.
did
But it's easy when you deep, bro.
hey y'all, but then one
Huh?
the year before, remember with Boston, what Jaylen Brown went down.
Yeah, he had a hand
So
surgery.
imagine if Jaylen Brown went down this year, they'd have been out in the first round.
And Kareem, I always
Yeah.
say this, like Portis came into his own. He did that this year. He came, but it's hard to sustain that once the rep is on you and the target's on your back. Like I said about Monk this year. Monk was going on his 30.
TJ Warren, they all TJ Warren.
But now when teams are expecting you and the narrative you're expected, it's hard to sustain that, bro.
Yeah.
Target
Well,
on your back now is expected. Now you got to
did
do it
they-
every night. You can't have those games. You just have a
Did they
7 or
put
8
what's
and
called
people
back in the
forget.
starting lineup in the playoffs? Did they put they center him back in the starting lineup? I know he was hurt most of the
Robert
year.
Williams.
Yeah, he been playing that good lately.
No, Milwaukee.
No,
Brook Lopez.
Yeah, Brook Lopez. Didn't he go back in the starting lineup in the
He's
playoffs?
a big stiff, man. He
Before they
did. He
found
was
him?
worth
but
nothing.
what Texas? If you look at Lopez, they showed the stat like his
Huh?
defensive win shares and what he helped Giannis be on deep. Like they showed the stat. I'm
I'm
like,
saying
wow, I
offensive,
never
yeah.
thought of that. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he helps him with that, like a lot.
No,
It takes him
it
to
was just
a
like
good defensive team. Telling you, it was
Oh,
Portis,
yes, he
man.
did.
He was supposed to be that third guy.
no.
Hey, I got
Drew and
a
Giannis should've been
question
enough.
for y'all real quick. Do y'all think Darvin Ham's the answer? He really that guy?
It's hard to
A
know
lot
when
of
you still
people
got the
respect
same
him around
roster
the
kind
league,
of.
bro.
I don't know. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? If the roster's not talented enough to really compete as a collective, I think the Lakers go to the playoffs, but, like, we'll see, man. I don't know if he is or not. Because I don't know.
That first round exit next year.
The West, yeah, I agree.
You said
So,
that first round
Listen,
exit?
Yeah,
like
first
I
round
told
exit.
you
I can put
last year,
200 on
Kareem,
that right
before
now.
the
That first
season
round
starts,
exit.
I'm gonna look at AD by
Wait.
Kareem, you already
Hold
asked
on.
how much it
revolves
was.
around AD.
Who
It
said
He
depends on
better.
who they
Hold
play
on.
the first round, bro.
Who
I
that?
Hold on. Wait.
You might lose your money right there.
Huh?
I think second round. Because I think if you got a healthy LeBron,
None
a
of that
healthy AD,
matters.
enough, that they
Kareem
can get to
went
the
through
second
the
round.
whole summer
Okay.
transaction and moves. Nothing matters if AD's hurt.
If
Remember, I
AD gets a
said
basketball in his hands.
it don't
Say that,
matter. If
man.
AD's on our team and he's hurt, I don't care if Russ averaging 30, LeBron averaging 30. We ain't going nowhere.
Listen, I don't think AD gonna be. I don't think AD gonna be. Listen, this man. If somebody breathes on him, he gonna be out 15 games.
Come on, man. Don't give my boy AD like that. Come on, y'all.
It's the thing. No, but I'm
Elder
sorry.
and Kareem had the best remedy for AD. That trade where we could get a big and he ain't got to play 5, and that's the only way we got to protect him, bro.
You gotta protect him.
And
Well,
Darvin
Free
Ham had a
Agnes
good
center.
interview talk about that, like actually, like
But
protecting the guys, hiding them where they need to be hidden and stuff
it's
like
not.
that.
But he's my issue with them is that you gotta tell him to be it. Somebody gotta push him to be at his best. I'm like, you are 6'11".
Yeah, that's a fact.
But
I'm
I
like,
think
if he don't like to take advantage of smaller defenders consistently. I'm like, if you don't get your big behind down in the paint,
That's a fact.
and I'm like, I don't care if you don't like to be a 5. You have an advantage. You are immensely talented. You will have all these God-given abilities. Why won't you use? It's like after he won the title, he just said, "Oh, I'm content with this."
Kareem, what I
You
say the
right.
first game when we get 10 games in, he's literally playing not to get hurt. So
Yeah.
even though he was playing good, he was on the floor, but I seen it. So you telling me he not using his God-given talents and stuff. He literally out there not playing hard because he playing not to get hurt. And my coach always said, you play like that, you're gonna get hurt.
Get hurt. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
But
AD needs AD.
It's psychology. You tell yourself to not get hurt, you'll get hurt.
In the bubble,
You
he
said
was
what,
playing,
Kareem?
bro. He didn't
But
care
to
about hurt
respond
or
on
nothing.
his thing about Darvin Ham,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
Mhm.
I like what he's saying. The main thing I like what he said falls with AD, and I think he's gonna put AD at the 4. And that I think that's the best thing.
For sure.
They need a
Yeah, you can't
secondary
take it
big to
down.
help bang with him. That's it. It's
You know
terrible.
the only thing that's keeping me hesitant about Darvin Ham is that he was with Budenholzer so long. I don't like Budenholzer as a
I don't
coach.
like him. Yeah, I don't like him.
But he was also with Pop, right? Or no?
Yep.
I mean, but he's just
That's
spent the
true.
last
Budenholzer
8 years with Budenholzer.
Yeah,
And
but you got to
Buden
think the thing
and,
he said about Bonner, which is the Lakers need, and I felt this year because we dissected front office everything. Like he was like everybody was on the same page from the trainers to like it's not just your job is trainer, you can worry about that. He was in tune with everybody there. Like he's seeing all levels. He's been on all. So
and
I
you
think
know
that's
what
really
though?
good with the Lakers. They need it.
You know what? Because I'll give y'all this. After this year, I'm so tired of just all the talking. I just want to see it. So,
For
I
sure.
mean, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, black coach, he got hired on. He does
Yeah.
have some experience as a player and as a coach. But again, I'm just a little
Got to do the work.
hesitant because Budenholzer, he's a terrible coach. Even though they won a championship, they had won that, he was gonna get fired. Just being under him for 8 years and seeing some of the stuff that Budenholzer did, I'm like, ugh, like
So
I don't
terrible.
know.
Why do
so
you
let
say
me
you're a
ask you
terrible
this,
coach?
Bonner and Kareem
You
too.
said what?
Why do you say you're a terrible coach?
He is.
He
And
kept
you just
He
got
don't
out
under the
win.
coaches.
lingering.
You said what?
He don't win.
He's won off. He has a great player who dug deep in and gave a great performance, an all-time great
See, what
performance.
they benefited off of was
But
a lot of guys getting hurt.
it was in question, and I know people remember this. Was his job going to be in question if they would have lost?
Facts.
But
That was a
people say
real
that about
question.
they question that about every coach. Is his job gonna be
Hey,
in
where's
question?
Brett Brown? You know where
But that's
Brett
why I said
Brown is?
I can see in line, but terrible. That's why that's extreme. Like he make
Let
really
me
bad
ask y'all
decisions.
this,
Oh,
Texas. If and D Bonner, if AD get hurt, are we gonna start questioning Darvin Ham's job?
No,
that's
you should
and
not.
that
What?
won't
But
be
AD
fair.
been hurt. That
That won't
like you
be fair.
said.
It won't be fair, but
Don't
shit.
even think about it for at least 2-3 years. He on a 4-year
That's a
contract.
bad
Don't even think
question,
about it. Just
loyalty.
throw that to the
Nah, it's
side.
not
Yeah,
a
that
bad
is a
because
bad
in
question.
LA
It's an
town,
awful
bro, I'm
question.
telling you, in LA
Well,
town,
see,
and we did it
hold
this
on,
year on the
hold on.
podcast.
But hold on. Most
Niggas like
LA
to point
fans,
fingers every night. We
hold
had to
on.
find somebody new to point the finger
Everybody
at.
know the first 2
Most
years we got
Laker
good
fans
bad.
don't really know basketball. I mean, Kareem does. I'm saying, but like most Laker, I mean, hold on, like
They don't.
most
Most
Laker
Lakers
fans
fans
don't
don't.
know ball.
They don't.
But you
You
know
can't
I
be
know that,
emotional like.
Texas.
No, I don't
You know
believe.
that?
I don't believe most Laker fans don't know ball.
Wait, let
Hey,
me
It's
stop that.
this
Yeah,
delusional.
the
It's
older Laker
delusional.
fans understand the
this
game, but you
Okay,
see,
let's
hey,
get
loyalty. This is what I said when it comes to AD this season. I'm sitting back. I'm not gonna make fun of him. I know what he said. He hasn't touched the ball since April 5th. 25,
crazy.
30 games in this next season. I'm gonna know everything I need to know after that 25, 30 game mark. I'm being honest, man.
For
I'm just
sure.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna give him time
You
because
at
he's saying
least
this
with
is
him
part
is
of his
short, as it should be.
routine.
Yeah.
But I'm not in agreement with it because if I shoot, my shot percentage has gone down the last 2 years. I'm not going to continue doing the same routine that got me at
Exactly.
this point. I'm gonna switch it up. But we'll see. But
I,
25, 30 games in, and kid gloves come off with him because this it's no more
I think he.
protection.
I
But
think he.
but
I think
to
he's
go
switching up
back to
his.
what Loyalty
Next
was
up.
saying, I kind of agree with Loyalty because I ain't gonna lie. At the game 5, people was going crazy. We was on live and we have 5 games and people trade this, right? Loyalty.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Trade
what I
this.
was saying.
But
Yo,
I feel
Nah,
like that was
it was
I feel
like
like
the
that was the
beginning of the
Westbrook
season.
syndrome though.
Tim
Westbrook was
Legler.
on the team when
Tim
he said
Legler
all
was
that.
saying, yo, Westbrook should come off the bench 10 games in on national TV. That's not normal, bro.
Hey Kareem, that was the craziest season I've seen a team go
Yes.
through ever. Ain't
I
been nothing
agree.
like that early preseason.
And Westbrook was just the face of it, bro. I see why everybody's saying trade him in
I
5
agree.
games.
No, I think I helped instigate that stuff. I ain't instigate next year. I'm just gonna
Shit, I
speculate
damn did too.
because
But
I did not like that Westbrook move. I hated it. I thought that was the stupidest thing. And sometimes you don't want to be right on something like that. That it just got
but
ridiculous.
But to
fan.
be fair, don't y'all think he just finessed everybody? Because from what everybody was telling me after that second half, he turns into this visionary player, and he didn't do
But
that
how
this
many
year.
games
He
was
did
that
it.
though? How many games was that though? When he did
That's facts. And then look, and then this season he waits till the last 2 weeks of basketball to want to like. Come on, man. I don't.
Some
That
people do
was
that, man. They
That's
be
because they was resting for the playoffs, so he could do that. He could do
You
that.
know what's going to be a good barometer to look at, Kareem?
he stopped turning it
Look
over
at
last 3 weeks.
Darvin Ham's rotations. We're gonna
Yeah,
see what we
Yeah,
got at
that's
the
the
end of
key.
the beginning of the season, but his
Exactly.
rotations, if he not definitive and like sticking with what he regardless of what everybody say, that's a red flag, bro.
That's true.
Lakers need a whole new culture. They need a culture like Ty Lue. He going to live and die by his thing. LeBron, you got something to say? Shut the fuck up. Like you need that type of
no.
and everybody
Yeah,
get
you
wrong
do.
with LeBron. They think LeBron don't like that. Look at LeBron new podcast. He said, "I would if I played on Golden State, I would like how Draymond Green cursed me out and tell me like how he was doing to KD. I like that about Draymond. I would like a player doing
Tristan
that to
Thompson
me.
was in his ass back in.
Yeah,
He
like
didn't back
some
down from.
players love that. Some players need that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
it's part of the game. Hey, I think. See, I think that
They say
Laker fans.
Udoka's like that.
Hey, I think Laker fans and LeBron fans are really key on matchups and lineups. Y'all talk about those lineups and matchups as fans more than any other team.
But
Laker
Kareem
fans
hit
and
it on the
LeBron.
nail with that. So it means something. That thing we used to do where we surround LeBron with shooters. No,
Right,
it's not
right,
gonna work. This
right,
new NBA, you need athletes, you need dudes who can play both, and
But
that's a real
Yeah.
thing.
right.
So it's
but
not about
loyalty.
stats. People talk stats, this, that. That's why I like Kareem's channel. He
But
talk about real stuff, bro. Like,
but
Yeah,
loyalty.
yeah.
You can't play that way now with LeBron because he's gonna be 38. This is gonna be a granddad's age. So
exactly.
hold on. But
right.
what that means is he's gonna have. That means that if you got a bunch of shooters around LeBron, that means what he has to do what create. And you want a 38-year-old to keep trying to create like he's 28. That ain't gonna work. So yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
need
knew
creators.
that all season. But
Yeah,
why
that's
is the
true.
Lakers still trying to do it?
I don't know.
Do y'all think they need to make LeBron like a specialist, like get a creator, get
Yeah,
shooters, and then
I
LeBron can
think
just
it's
dominate
sorry.
whoever he's playing against.
I think LeBron was good this year. We just need players who could take the load off. Give
Right.
him a few minutes to
Exactly
do your
because
job. That's it.
we
Nobody
over
doing their
relied
job.
on him. We over relied on him, and
Exactly.
And he knew he had to do it because he look at the lineup and say, "Damn, I got to score." And he just,
look, man,
And that's so not him.
especially the amount of jumpers. When you get older, that jumper get better if you work at it.
He
man,
was
But
hitting a
not
lot
18
of threes
jumper. I
this
don't know
year.
what
I ain't gonna
those
And
hold
that's
you.
where Russ is not working on his jumper.
yeah,
yo,
Yeah, Russ is horrible, man.
Russ
You
is
gotta get
his,
right, man.
his pace is so
the
he not patient. You see how patient LeBron is. You know he can get that shot off.
But
And guys,
listen,
you know the good.
it's so crazy, Bonner. LeBron probably don't even get the wide open looks like freaking Russ get this late in his career when he was 33. How old is Russ?
He's
30.
33.
He's
Yeah,
34. Yeah,
LeBron
he's
wasn't getting
33
no
right
open
now.
looks at the elbow on the
Nah,
sideline. Are you kidding me? Just off of people disrespecting you, you supposed to take that challenge in the summer to get better. I
no.
seen Tony Parker do it. I seen Rondo do it a little bit. He got a little float of that mid range.
That's what I'm
He ain't
saying
never had
about
no three like
Westbrook.
that. But yeah,
Because the crazy part about Westbrook, if you still look at this game, he can still get past players. He don't have an
exactly.
issue.
but
He
his
get to the rim.
his
But then you
layup,
mention
his layup is goofy too. His layup is just crazy. It bounce
His
off the
layups
rim.
was worse
You
this year
can't
because
even
you're not
finish
hitting the
it.
jumper. If
yeah,
all you doing is driving, the defense, you at the 3-point line, the defense picking you up in the paint. Now it look
learn
like you driving into him. So you're not
Right.
even taking the
learn the
shots he's
soft
giving you.
floater because
Yeah.
you get there.
You know who was a bad shooter but turned his shot better?
Jason
Crazy
Kidd.
Jason Kidd. I was
Yep.
shocked at how
Kids,
You're
much
Tony
right.
Parker
He
too.
hit that.
took
You're
his
right.
time
You're
on
He
the
right.
was
shot.
good from that corner three. Yeah.
Yeah, he could, up
He was
top, he could
horrible.
hit that three. He was terrible. Started. He was real fast, running in, layup, looking for the pass, but he couldn't shoot. And teams they go back way off him.
At the end of his career in Kid, he could hit the corner three though.
Oh yeah.
Poole and Bryden are way different. What are you talking about, Bryden? What do you
Who?
mean by Bryden? You
Who?
said Poole and Bryden are way
You might be
different. What
talking
you
to
mean?
somebody
Yeah,
stats.
because somebody said that they the same. He said they
Who?
No,
Oh, he said.
Oh,
That's false. Come
Who he
on,
say?
y'all.
What two players?
He said Malcolm
Jordan
Brogdon.
Poole and Malcolm Brogdon.
What?
No, they different players. This dude
I don't
Yeah,
even know
totally
who Brogdon is no more. I ain't seen him really play so
Yo,
long.
Poole is a dog, bro. Like tonight, he wanted to be Steph out there. He held himself back a little bit, but Poole is different. His
Yeah, I like
mindset is
him.
different,
How do
bro.
Brogdon play? I don't forget how he played. I ain't seen him so long. He been like
Brogdon run the show. He could score, but he
okay. He been hurt so or when he switched teams.
He's injury prone. That's
Yeah,
the
I don't know why
thing.
they gave him up. Now I see why they gave him up.
Yeah. Damn, that Wiggins and Love move looking crazy now, right?
There it is, man.
But no, it's
Huh?
it's the Golden State system, bro. Anybody can flourish in that shit.
Well,
Like,
that was a good pickup for them getting rid of
for
Yeah, they do
sure.
got a good system.
getting rid of that point guard. He wouldn't have been able to help them this season. What's his
D'Angelo
name?
Russell.
Yeah. He wouldn't have helped them.
Oh yeah, I don't like Russell.
He wouldn't help them in this series.
I just saw a meme on Facebook, Kareem. It said in 2016, Kevin Love averaged 8 points in the finals. Wiggins already has had a better finals than any finals Kevin Love had.
Here's 8
So
points in the
this is what
finals
I'm
in
saying, and
2016.
that's like as a fourth or fifth option on Golden State. So it's like people say, "Oh, he took away from Kevin Love game." No, at some point, you as a player, you got to take onus, bro. When Golden State can have a fifth or sixth player have good, come on, bro, it's you. The opportunities be there.
Come on, Tyrese. Nah, because you got to think, man. One problem that we had this year as a team, the Lakers, we were injury prone.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
If you
that.
bring in Malcolm Brogdon, you got to look at his last 2 years.
I
He
was calling
hasn't
for him
played
too
a
in the
lot of
big
games.
trade deadline.
Miles Turner either.
Miles Turner, they're both injury prone guys. So why add to the problem that we already
For
had?
sure.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I ain't giving up 2 first rounds.
The Nets got a lot of trade pawns and pieces too. They got a lot.
Yeah,
of
they
first
actually
rounds, right?
do.
The Nets?
Yeah, the Nets won at that trading deadline.
They got a few first rounders.
Playoffs or whatever, but they got some assets.
And then you got Golden State still stashing 3 young guys on their bench. Come on.
Why? Golden State just got the best GM.
This is ridiculous. What are they
Everything.
doing over there, man? Give up some players, shoot.
And Moody.
Right. Just let them sit there and gain all that, sitting there cheering, get they energized. Look, you think about it, they're probably already in the after this season.
People don't talk about Kuminga, bro, but I saw that nigga at 18, 19 playing EYBL AAU. He was dominating he looked like LeBron out there. So
But people don't
Kuminga
realize
is good as hell, bro.
Everybody's sleeping on the Clippers.
Clippers gonna be
sleeping
dangerous.
on.
I said it.
I think Clippers should be the favorites coming. I really do, because if they can get a point guard,
but Paul George and
Oh.
Kawhi health is gonna always be in question now.
if they're healthy, yeah, that's true.
Right. But you see, I see the work. The work Kawhi put in. He want to make sure his body is. And he put in that
You
work.
always say this. It was injuries back then too. I remember as a kid, I wasn't worried about superstars being injured the season before, like that much worried. You feel me?
Yeah.
If a dude got injured, he was coming back playing the next season. He took pride in that. But these dudes, you got to worry about them on seasons on top of seasons. Oh, is he going to be in the playoffs? Is he going to be there for the final? Like, it's crazy.
But loyalty. But you got to think about too some of the old greats that we forget that a lot of them they injured themselves out the league. Look at Kevin McHale.
For sure.
Messed his knee up.
Yeah, no, you're right. They were saying how they played with broken hands.
Yeah, Larry Bird kept playing when he messed his back up.
Yeah,
you had
that's true.
Then you had like James Worthy got hurt in the World Series. He missed the last game.
For sure.
And a lot of them players they never came back, but they wore them and playing. They should have had a surgery here and there.
Isaiah was talking about that the other day after the game, because they was trying to make the narrative about Steph's ankle, and then they was talking about the game when he played with the mess up, and he's like, I don't care if this was my last year, I'ma down that cart with a broken ankle. I'm playing, I'm not coming out.
Right.
It's a story when Steph just hurt his ankle. So yeah, it definitely was that. Like them players was different. You're right. They did play with a lot of,
and they was playing like 12, 13 seasons. It wasn't like 15, 16. And certain things like that. So, but you had anomalies like Kareem who been into doing Pilates and stuff. Nobody even heard
Yeah,
of him in the market
yoga and all that.
early
Yeah,
in the
sure.
70s. So he was just very different than a lot of guys, and it could play, you know, damn near 60s, 70s, and 80s, damn near to the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
He was just, and a lot of centers like Kevin Willis played 20 years. Rarely when you don't have a guard.
Yeah.
They just can't chase them young guys around. It's just too much.
Yeah, Kevin Willis, I always liked him because he was one of the few muscular dudes like that back then. Like you could see, like,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
His
big
body.
short arms.
Yeah,
Cut up. 7 feet tall with a size 12.
yeah. He
Like,
was
Yo, he
cut
had
up.
the littlest, shortest arms out.
yeah.
His head was little though.
Yeah.
His head was little.
And you had the Admiral came out like we played ball, like guys wouldn't lift no weights at all. I started lifting weights in the early 90s, and the coach like, yeah, he threw us in the weight room in 90s. It wasn't that, you know, shooters especially. If I lift weights, it would mess up my shot. That was the myth. So they didn't.
Yeah, it does.
You
It
had
changed the range of motion. Yeah.
because the Admiral came in the league with straight up guns from the Navy. They got it. I guess I can lift a little bit because I'm getting pushed around out here.
Oh, is that Robinson? You mean? Is that his nickname? Robin? No. Yeah.
He was
David
cut.
Kareem, have you done a video about what this does for Steph's legacy? Or you gonna wait till they win first? I think Kareem might be out.
I'm not out.
No,
I'm
he
not
didn't.
out. What you said?
I said, have you done a video about what this gonna do for Steph's legacy if he win, or you wait until he win first?
They have to wait. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
don't
like
want to
to
jinx him.
I
Yeah,
don't want to jinx him.
That's
want
what
You see
so
you
bad.
see what Reg Dog put?
what he say?
Oh wow,
What?
Really?
Reg Dog.
I don't know.
Reg Dog said one of his homies know Russ because Reg Dog
Really?
from LA.
Yeah, he's from LA, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it because he done played through some
I wouldn't
injuries,
doubt it.
knees and stuff. He came back from. I wouldn't doubt it.
Russ, he don't never cry about injuries. He one of them old school. He gonna try to play hurt.
Yeah.
So that could be the reason why Russ is so. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but who knows? I mean, I gotta be fair, but like, yeah, Russ has been a good character on every team. There's never been complaints about him for his teammates. So
Right, because he gonna give what he get. Like listen, LeBron played through that knee injury all season.
I'm
Think about
telling
it.
you. I just
All
had
season
an
LeBron
argument
played
with
through
my
that injury.
guy about.
and all you LeBron haters gonna say, "Oh yeah," but he didn't whine about that one time, did he? Nope.
Yo,
No,
it's
what
real,
I hated
bro.
is he won that damn cast though in the finals.
I was just arguing with my guy
Don't
about
bring that up.
Kyrie. They were saying Kyrie a
Don't
nut,
bring
he a
that up,
weirdo. But after I watched that interview he had on Kevin Durant podcast, I'm like, I had a different respect for him, bro. Like that dude, like this whole not playing COVID, and then when he was going through the injury, then he was talking about when he won with the Cavs, like how he thought
Kyrie.
it was like the pinnacle, but how he didn't have his mom's, like, so it didn't even really mean nothing. Like, yo, bro,
He
that
lost his
dude's
mom like when he was
different,
a
bro.
kid. Yeah.
I got a different respect for him. Like, you don't
For
know
Kyrie?
what dudes go through behind the scenes or like how they mind is set up. You just hear one side and what the media create. But he gave a lot of insight of who he is in that interview. Y'all gotta watch that. It was crazy.
Who was that cat? Who's my cat?
No, Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, see, they used to do like say back in the day, inside this, they'll take a basketball player and they will walk with them and they will talk about themselves. So you got a feeling
That's
of
true.
every player, their
For
motivation.
sure. That was the thing back then.
Right.
You
It
got
wasn't
the
about
stories.
Right.
Kareem, didn't you make a video about that? The other day you talked about how they took the culture out, the NBA, the like it's none of that no more.
Right. It wasn't.
Storylines, no,
And
like
people.
Yeah,
It wasn't all
everybody had a
about.
storyline. Mason, Oakley,
Right.
Russ Hall Smith. I watched
Right.
every player 1 through 12. They had a little story. It was
Right.
something
It
Yeah,
about
now
them.
most is not lying because they had Amari Shaw used to do this, his show, and they used to show on ABC like before a Sunday game. They walk with this T Mac or somebody like that. They walk down the street, and he's right. Yeah, y'all right.
And it wasn't all about just the big stars. It wasn't all about Jordan. It was everybody got a little shot. It was about the matchup. It was their culture, where they from, their cities.
Yeah.
So It wasn't so much all this. They really like to big up guys that shit on them real hard and say, "I didn't say the Golden State was never going back to the finals." Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. Like it's a Skip. I was never like that bum. I said he don't speak for Joy. I tell the fan,
Yeah.
he was in Chicago. He might pay no attention in Chicago. He was nothing. He wasn't no big guy.
The Davis brothers, Antonio, Dell Davis. Like I was in tune with everybody, bro. 1 through 12. Judd Bushler. I remember when Ron Harper fought. Remember that fight? Well, Derek Harper fought. It was that big brawl. I remember all that. Like
Derek Harper will fight
Davis,
you back in the
all
day.
like I used to love the Knicks games, bro.
No, Derek Harper, I think he's still here with the Mavericks, like doing like their pre and post game, like he's always done. But like, yeah, he would fight
Word.
you back in the day. He would fight you back in the day.
Yeah. Derek Harper, well, he'd get in your face.
He looked like he would fight you. You look at his face, he looked like he would have fought you back in the day.
Yeah, the league was dope.
And Tony Roden is working out, y'all, from the guy playing for Washington in college. Tony Roden, they're working him out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna make
Tony Roden.
Never heard of him.
Now Trevor Lane is strolling.
Oh, that's what he said about the Lakers?
Yeah, working out Tony Roden.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep his channel going through before the, off season. He ain't really got nothing really to, his big thing is he'll get a player like THT. He'll have it bad. Like, you feel me? He'll like bring a player stock. That's weird,
I think people should understand THT. Listen? You can't overjudge a 21-year-old. I mean, I really don't know what he could be. I'm just being honest.
Kareem had the best thing about him. I like you feel what I'm saying? Like how he a good player, he could drive, he's still young and all that stuff like that.
Hey, Lloyd, to think about Milwaukee had. Milwaukee had nobody could create in that Boston.
You said that exactly.
They had once they closed out on their shooters, is just gonna do nothing. They had nobody.
See that in this new NBA. Like you need that.
You need it.
You need
that. To open it up.
For sure.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Lord. It makes it easier to guard Giannis.
Yeah. I don't know. When it comes to THC, to me, I get he's young, and I give him a break with that. But it's like my brother, he tries to do this layup packages. When he's not hitting the layups or anything like that, then he pretty much not shooting. The jumper's not going on. He just seemed too one-dimensional sometimes. Like you could just contain him, and he made bad turnovers, bad decisions too.
You know what I think, Bonner? He's never been put in a position where he has a definitive role. It's always like, he plays good. Do you play him for a season? Like or if he play bad, you pull him. Like he never had that dysfunctional situation.
But you know what? Usually, I would say because Vogel, he was notorious for that. He used to do that with Monk. He'll play good one game and take him out the next game, and just inconsistent with him.
Weird.
But with Tatum, not Tatum, THC, he had two back-to-back 20-point games when he did good. He came back from an injury or something like that. And then after that, he just went bad. He got the minutes, he got the opportunity. He just missed. He went bad, missing layups. He trying to do the Kyrie thing, not hitting it, couldn't hit the jumper. So I mean, I don't know.
They all had games like they all had spurts like that. Monk had spurts like that too.
No, but remember, Lloyd
Monk was way more consistent than THC.
He definitely was.
He had the 3 straight good games, and the 4th game, that's when LeBron came back. Because those 3 games, LeBron wasn't there. LeBron came back from injury, and he had that bad game when LeBron came back from injury. But then the very next day, Vogel shortened his minutes, and I remember Lloyd T saying that.
Yeah,
and
for
he
sure.
said, "Yo, about the inconsistent lineup.
It wasn't the same rotation, so it
wasn't the same."
And I was saying that me and Kareem used to harp on that, like, yo, bro, you can't have players wondering how many minutes they gonna play on a night-to-night basis.
That's not good.
Everybody in the league do that. No, not when you if you a starter at a point, like. Okay, you start today or you played 3 games straight. Now you playing back to role play a minute. That shit it just don't work. You feel me?
I remember that to this day. His 4th game, he had 3 straight 20-point games, 20 plus. LeBron came back that fourth game. He struggled, and then that very next time, that fifth game, he played like
But
17, 18 minutes. And
but
I remember Lloyd
Yeah.
T talked about that.
but what about the games? Because yes, I give you that. But what about the games when he did get the minutes? Let's not forget and act like he didn't play like multiple games of 20+ minutes, and he got the opportunities, and he was just bad.
That's called
Yeah,
maybe
but
youth, though, man.
that's you
Maybe
ain't giving a
Yeah,
player
I'm just,
inexperience.
but
leash.
yeah,
You gotta
Inexperience.
give him a leash.
but that's why I said Texas. You know, I
Uh-huh.
understand he's young, but still at the same time, you got to hold him accountable to some point.
No, I do.
But
No.
this the thing, D-Bon, a player like that, you gotta give him room to fail. If he just know, like, oh, if I don't be perfect, I'm not going. Like, you can't play like that. He a fire starter. That dude, you feel me? You gotta give him room and rope. He never got the rope to be a player they paid and all that. Like, gave him the money. What was the point of giving him the money and getting rid of Caruso if you wasn't gonna do that with him?
That's
I
Feel me?
don't know, but
You
but
didn't even give him enough room to build for next year.
Yeah,
If
that's
anything,
true.
you took
He's
the
in and out
conference
the
away.
I
That's
think
supposed to
we'll
be what
see.
you be doing.
I
Yeah.
think we'll see more so this year. But if
I think he getting
man,
traded.
right now it's like because you got the people who say who argue about Caruso should have been here on this team instead of THT, and I think right now they got a fair argument, and I don't even like Caruso.
It's easy to say that, but Caruso probably would have been in that same mix this
I
year,
mean,
getting
I don't
pulled
know.
or whatever. You
I
never
don't
know.
know. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like they
I
got a
mean, I
fair
saw a year
argument now
before
when
he
they
was
say
getting
that.
cooked. He ain't really do
If,
nothing.
I
at
think
first,
THT gonna get traded though, especially if they keep Russ. I definitely think they trade THT. Lakers gonna make a trade, either
Yeah,
Russ or
he a trade
THT.
piece.
I just wonder who we gonna get because I know we gonna make one, but I just don't know. I don't know what to expect.
But Rob Pelinka say gonna be
I
aggressive.
just feel what all they put into him, Kareem, he won a chip with them. They paid him. Like, if we follow the timeline of how you groom a play and grow, why didn't y'all, for the investment y'all put in, at least you got to let your seed you give them a platform to grow. Y'all didn't give them a fair
That's true.
platform.
That's true.
I just don't feel that. It's like you shooting yourself in the foot. Like, you put the money down, you doubled down, but then you didn't give him no rope or you ain't let your seed grow. That's just how I felt with him all year. You know, why invest
Now
that
he
much? Why make all those moves to be like this? You still talking
now,
trade for THC at deadline? That's weird.
now he may go to a different team and flourish.
For sure, he will. For
That's
sure, he will.
definitely that's why the game being so fluent like it is, anything can
THC
happen. So
talented, bro. He got moves. He could get. He showed me enough flashes. It was a game. Remember that game? He caught that dunk like towards the end of the season. Like, THT is good, bro, and he got
yeah, I
big
mean,
game. He good.
but that's the thing with me, and I get that's why I'm just saying, man, he's a young player, just inexperienced, but he was okay. But
Fit
I
is
feel like
gonna
maybe he
matter
can go
with
to a
him
different
too,
team.
Bonner. Fit is definitely gonna matter with him. It has to be a team where his
You cut out.
him that doesn't fit the mold of the team. He won't flourish. I mean, so Fit definitely gotta be on his side. We'll see though. I like him in Chicago.
Yeah,
Definitely
Chicago
see.
people. Yeah, they got good guards. They got good guards.
Excuse me. Oh wow, it's almost 2 o'clock. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, damn. Where you at,
Yeah.
Bonnie? You in Connecticut, right?
Now I'm next to Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. So you same time zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So y'all come through tomorrow?
Yeah, you gonna go live?
Yeah. This is good tonight, man. I'm glad all y'all pulled up, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't even. I just got on YouTube like, let me see if my boy Kareem on.
You know
So
what you're talking about tomorrow?
Hell yeah. So you coaching and stuff now?
Yeah. This is my first year because my son, he play 11U. So, I'm like this, like, you feel me? He's like in developmental stage. So, but he's good. He got natural raw talent. He can just get up to school. But I'm like, bro, I don't want him developing bad habits. But I just threw him in the fire. Of course he's successful, but he'll come home from the game like, Dad, I had 20 and 10. I did this. But it's really not, you know, you don't even know the basics, like seeing your man plus the ball. Like you still following your man when he cut. You don't even see the point guard drop. Just little stuff. But
What age
you
you coach?
let the
What age you coach?
I coach 11 and I coach the 15 EYBL, 15-year-old EYBL. No.
Oh, so that's your own team, or you work for an organization?
No, an organization. They're called the Albany City Rocks. Tobias played for them. Tobias Harris. We got a lot of like people who play for them.
Oh
In the
wow.
league. Kevin Herter.
But hey, I'm about to head out, fellas, man. It was good talking to y'all. Y'all have a good one.
So
You too,
tomorrow
Bonner.
we all gonna come through tomorrow. I'm about to head out too. I didn't realize it's 2:00. God dang.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Right.
Thanks,
All right,
Lloyd
Corey.
G.
Yep. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Hit the like button when y'all walk out, please. The like and subscribe. Thank you. Reg Dog, Manimal, Ty Khan, Commander Wars, Michael Morse. See you later. West Coast in the building, East Coast in the building, South, Midwest.